say since we, you know, all became adults, we've gotten a lot better about not being shitters in D&D.
That's not true.
Okay, we don't do it as much anymore. We don't
I
have.
think I got past my shitter phase of D&D pretty quick.
I mean, in terms of murder hobo, yeah, absolutely, we're better.
You know, you have a
Kind
point
of.
on that one.
Kind of, actually, kind of, because last night, because I played D&D in person with my other friends, I did uppercut a sailor because he annoyed me.
To be
And
fair,
he did die.
in Ryan's campaign, we had someone literally got a quest he didn't we got a quest he didn't want to do, and it was literally just it was a joke quest. That was immediately going to get fucking sidelined anyway, and I pretty much as soon as he introduced it and like hand waved details, I was like, yeah, this is getting thrown out as soon as we, you know, start it. And then someone fucking took the quest giver and force fed him a meatloaf that we had that would force someone to uncontrollably shit themselves until they literally died of dehydration.
Meatloaf.
Yeah.
Ronnie?
Okay.
Did he earn it? He tried talking to my character, who's known for being very not friendly, given that he's literally made to kill things. And he caused him to break his fishing spear, so... I don't know if he earned it, but he definitely drowned or died from the punch.
That is funny.
Given he has the strength of a fire giant.
Have you considered not having a fire giant strength?
No, it completes the character. He's great.
Gonna ping Ryan. Actually, I'm gonna shoot him a text and ask him.
Because it makes him strong enough to knock over dragons and make them go prone.
We said and 9, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I want to make sure that I didn't say fucking 10, because that's usually when he gets off work sometimes, but I just typed in Joe Guy Boss in my phone instead of fucking Ryan.
Oh my god.
Oh,
this campaign even has a rat. It's so perfect.
Oh my god, no. Not again. Anything but that. Please. Oh, well, he just popped on his phone, so he's probably about to shoot us a message. Or he's probably about to hop on, one or the other.
Oh, Tengu's the thing. That's cool. What's Strix? Is Strix an owl person, Ronnie?
No, it's... I think it's like just people with spiny backs, like hedgehogs.
But they have wings.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
Every time I go to message Ryan is the moment he's
that.
about to hop in.
I know that the Tengu are basically a Kenku from 5e.
Okay.
All right.
We talking about Cankles here?
No.
Talking about Kenku.
You talking about Kenku?
Kenku?
Yeah. Are you?
Yeah, I'm all in on those Cankles.
Oh God, no, no.
All right. You know, you can experiment for the rest of us.
Can someone? God, you belong in the Shadow Realm.
All right. So, what's the actual conversation about?
I think thinking about eventually switching to Pathfinder, so I'm just looking at stuff.
Okay. BRB 1 sec.
I was talking about it because Ronnie said something about Pathfinder, and I was like, "Would you guys want to like way down the line?" Obviously,
I'm always interested in
well, like the original conversation was eventually switching to Foundry, and I was like, if I didn't use Foundry for Pathfinder, I wouldn't be playing it.
Oh yeah.
I'll have you know, I've played weirder systems. Yeah. I've played Changeling the Lost, and also
at least you haven't played Fatal.
Do you know what Sword World is?
Do you know what Fatal is?
No.
Roll for anal circumference.
Oh my god.
Ew.
So Sword World is just anime, but D&D.
Understandable.
But not really. It's not really. It plays entirely different. But it's a kind of game where a +1 matters so much that it's really funny to make a support character that only gives +1s and have it work somehow.
I mean, that's just playing a bard, buddy. I'm gonna be real with you.
That was the greatest bard / master chef.
Speaking of bards, Ryan has been dealing with my bard, and he's loving it.
I've been working with him to create more Gaslight Gatekeep Guy Boss scenarios.
Speaking of which, do you want to start the next... So, I assume that we're going to be fighting that fucking boat in the next session. Do you want me to fucking write O'Malley a biblical fucking war speech?
You definitely should, because There's definitely gonna be a big battle. That wouldn't have happened if you didn't fight the middle.
I mean, it's our party.
It is your party, so
In you know what? I since the rest of the party's not here, in your and the middle's defense, I was literally selling drugs, and they tried to stop me, and I said, "Well, that's just not fucking happening."
Water is important. Why is Mason selling drugs?
Oh, my priest was trying to raise alms for the
pretty
church.
illegal,
quotes
and
around the word
you're
priest.
going to jail.
No, you see, the best part
You
is they
will
said
be hanged.
No, the best part is they said hand them over, and so I took the jar of drugs and broke it over the guy's head, and that's how we found out that it can be used to also melt a person.
On direct skin
You will be
contact, it'll melt a
hanged.
person.
Jesus Christ.
And then
contact
so and
blood,
then after I
it's a super
gaslit the
drug.
guy, what I did
back.
is I walked over to his buddy's melted corpse, and I took needles. I don't even remember where I got the needles from. I think they were literally on the
Trash
floor.
can. Yeah, you found trash needles.
Yeah, I found heroin needles on the floor, filled them up with the drugs that we used to just melt someone, and I've been using them as a threatening weapon ever since. And so far, we've only used 3 out of the 6.
Bro,
Never mind.
What did I just get back to?
Time for a firing line.
It turns out that apparently I'm really good at gaslighting our own party too. Considering fucking Mishi keeps thinking I'm a goddamn priest and keeps forgetting every session.
It's really funny, honestly.
In other words,
Fuck
I'm gonna
the
have to kill
moon.
you.
Wait.
In other words, I'm probably fucking dying next session. I have a really crazy idea with how to deal with that boat if things don't go peachy.
It's okay. All right, so we have it both ready. The token's fine.
Yeah, I'm just making a fucking I'm touching up the map real quick since I had a second.
right,
We'll be good.
I put myself as Iskandir.
Well, I'll say
now.
stream started because I just didn't want
Uh,
to wait super long. I'm gonna fucking put a
Let's
thing
test
up
the
in
chat.
a sec.
There we go. It works.
Oh god, I forgot about fucking Pet Rock. No, why did I give you that spell?
Oh wait, what's the math for the spell save DC?
I think it's just your
8 plus spellcasting modifier plus proficiency bonus.
yeah. I was
Okay,
gonna say it's
that's right.
modifier plus proficiency bonus, and you guys are what level
5.
5. I think this session should definitely be a ding, unless we did last session. I don't remember. It's only been like 4 months, 5 months.
Can we justify it as we've been in the ocean for too long? So that we can like excuse the gap in knowledge we all have now.
Oh no, we're starting with a recap. I actually have that in the notes. And I need you guys to fill in the blanks where I am missing things. Just give me 2 more minutes to finish touching up this map, because the old one is so fucking bad looking.
Wasn't the last session like we climbed the tower and then I tried to push that dude off?
You
and then we
pushed
saved-
him off. He's just an alchemist and he was an alchemist living in the top of a tower.
Yes, and he worked for the Blue Moon, if I remember right. Or what?
I thought
what the fuck was their name
New
again?
Moon.
The New Moon.
The New Moon. I don't know. It wasn't Nation. It was the New Moon Pact. I think was what the name that they kept using. I'm trying to remember because I lost a lot of my fucking notes because the app I was using for all my world notes they stopped supporting the version I used, and instead of doing anything with it, I just now can't access my fucking notes unless I pay into their new subscription based one.
Why don't you just use Google?
Well, because I am now because I can't fucking recover my notes. But I had bought it because they said back then that it would be a permanent software license. And it was at the time really nice. And now I just got fucking shafted because they just stopped supporting it. And apparently if you do EOL, that's fine, even though end of life doesn't mean that no one can fucking use it. But yeah, let me just finish this real quick. And I just gotta put 2 more buildings down and I'm Gucci.
2 pyramids. 1 to the north during a null war, 2 in the Feywilds during a sacrifice. Oh yeah.
What?
I'm going through my notes.
Okay. Oh, by the way, the thing I was telling you about will be... I'm finishing that up this week. I got a little into writing stuff for future sessions because I had to go back to replanning some things.
Alright.
I did not auto-change it. Alright. We will make do with this for today. Alright, let's let this finish saving so I can fix it. So about that recap. Everyone got some snacks, some snackies, and some water so we can start?
I have water.
I'm lubed
I
up.
got
I have
wings.
somewhat snackies, but I probably will go and find different snackies.
Did you
because
just say I got wangs?
I got wings.
All right,
Respectable.
never mind.
My roommate do be making that them ribs for me.
So the recap, this is like the legit full recap I have in my notes right now. Y'all met outside of New Rockton. Meejo was enjoying some coffee, bumped into Rede, had a really nice conversation, and then a very bad conversation with some bandits. Joe came in with Sif 3 and helped, but I think we can all agree the majority of the hard work was being done by Rede as she raptured the majority of them.
What? I thought I read. Oh yeah, that's right. Because I shattered half of them.
Party fully properly introduced and gets to know each other and meets the barmaid Sithri. You guys went back to town, had a few drinks, met the bartender Hyoit, bought some enchanted oddities, and then the next day you guys bumped into the Red Panthers. Agreed to make some extra money while you were waiting for transport and help them kill some bandits. I just have in my notes, I'm a bear.
Oh,
followed
yeah, because,
by Iskandir doesn't know what a bear is.
Well, yeah, those aren't common where he's from. They don't exist where he's from.
So after the phenomenal I am a bear moment, we got the follow-up of a dragon man running around yelling I'm a bear, while fucking lighting orcs on fire.
Wait. That sounds a little wrong.
No, that is exactly what happened. Because he didn't know what noises bears made, so he mimicked the ones that Joe was trying to make.
Oh yeah. Wait, did you?
Yes.
I forgot about that.
Did I?
No,
I
that is
didn't think you
actually
did.
in the notes I could recover.
I remember I was making intimidating quote unquote bear sounds, and they believed me.
Oh
and
no,
he
my
flew
bad.
around pretending to be a dragon.
No, that
I
was
remember
that. No,
casting shatter and melting some of your
no.
gates.
That was for the assault on the bandit camp. This was the bandits you guys met in the woods when you were following Steel. You're getting them mixed up. Because the assault, no, he didn't fly around because you guys were still trying to maintain some level of stealth until the exact I'm a bear and the orcs ran away. And then he used it was one of the illusion spells.
Yeah.
Nitty-gritty details don't matter. Use the illusion spell.
The details aren't important. Things
to
happen.
use the illusion spell to make the I'm a bear noises louder and echo. And then you guys came to the fort, had a little powwow with the Red Panthers, and decided to do a night attack. And Meejo lit the walls on fire. Iskandir flew around and made himself appear to be a dragon. Joe went with Rede and snuck in to free the prisoners. Rede got triggered and charged the center of the camp and almost died several times. The leader of the party of the bandits came out, had his little speech, immediately used magic to turn steel on you guys, and then I want to say it was, if I remember right, it was either Joe or Rede was down to 5 HP, so it was a very Pyrrhic victory. And then with all the bandits dead, and the ones that you guys did capture, I have here specifically written, do you want to die or do you want to be my prisoner? Quote, Iskandir.
Hey, I was saying that to save him, because it was either he gets given to Rede where she bludgeons his head in, or he comes in as my prisoner.
Or he gets hit by Meejo's, fucking... No, we can't just say fire. His... Fantasia magic orb.
Yeah. We persuaded the orcs that were working with the camp to work with us. I persuaded them with more money and
then no,
told him that he could have everything in the camp, and he got blown up.
and then you persuaded them. You told them your boss has a ward on that tent, and only one of his men can go in. When the ward was actually cast like I think it was like 5th level shatter if someone besides him tries to enter without him in there.
Yeah, and then he blew up.
Yeah, he blew up, and most of the fort did with it. Celine executed some captives, and everyone except Meejo left to go straight back to New Rockton because they were like, okay, that was fucking weird. You guys made your business partner.
Oh yeah, I stayed behind to burn down the rest of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You met your business partner with your white shirt advertising, and decided to hop on his boat instead of making work with the Red Panthers. The Pyranian Paladins arrived as you guys were leaving. They were hunting for, and I don't have the names anymore, but I remember one of them was a Lord Clement, or Clements. Had everyone line up, and he claimed that the sword he had would burst into flames, near a criminal, so they would know. And then, outside of Iskandir's little moment, nothing happened, and they left. We all went to the high seas.
Booty shorts! The booty short scene!
Yeah, that's what I mean by white shirt advertising.
Yeah!
Oh yeah, and Meejo fucking used, thaumaturgy?
Water to make us look wet. Yes.
Yeah. Fantastic.
Clement got his shit rocked like he deserves.
I have never been more concerned in my life than when my party is arguing about the logistics of how to make booty shorts out of regular, everyday linen trousers.
Yes, and it worked.
The solution is just don't wear shorts.
You guys hung out on the boat for a bit, had some fun, and then I just have in here the crayfish happenings. Because I genuinely hardly remember that session. I just remember being stressed the entire time.
Because the Amelia Crabheart joke, the first
Amelia Crabheart, Crabulon the Great, Crabulon the Destroyer.
The giant flying crabs that.
But you guys rescued 2 people who were fucking completely traumatized. And they just kept mumbling about some crazy hyena man diving into the water and chasing them down. And then you guys got ambushed by raptors and a Tyrannosaurus King.
Yeah, Tyrannosaurus dead Rex. Bitch wasn't alive.
And then you guys hung out the following night after grabbing a bunch of the corpses for food because everyone partied because they're like, we got actual food tonight, boys.
That one scene from, what is it? That one Will Ferrell movie, A Land Before Time, with a giant crab.
Yes.
Yeah.
But you guys stayed out, heard the story of Old Ironhide, the legendary Duppy.
I wasn't there for that entire session.
And then you got attacked by a Duppy, and managed to capture it. Captured it via Meejo, I should say.
The fuck's a Duppy? Wasn't there for that.
Yes.
No, you were there.
Where is it?
You levitated it and then went back to.
No, that was
sleep.
Meejo. Meejo is the one who hit levitate and went back to bed. Did we not have Anthony for that session?
No, I was at the very tail end, I think.
Oh yeah, you came in because I forgot you were getting your shit with your job in Korea figured out. So that happened. A few of the sailors died. Durs got really fucking hurt, but right after that came the lighthouse. Which we have basically already summed up earlier, but I'll go over it one more time. You guys found the old lighthouse of the city of Pelagia, which was originally supposed to be the port city for Pyrania and the Lizard Kingdom. Joe played poker with some Draugr, got permission to meet the boss, found an alchemy lab with a bunch of symbology of a faction he hates, went to the top of the lighthouse, threw the alchemist off, and then y'all skedaddled so fucking fast.
Oh yeah, and I learned that the big boss's name has a mental effect on all the followers.
Yes. And the other thing I need to note is that you guys managed to walk into a dungeon filled with enemies, play poker against them, throw their boss off the top of said lighthouse, and not fight a single damn thing.
Gaslight
Very
gatekeep
efficient.
guy boss.
We have a
Wasn't
party of warriors, and y'all
gonna be
managed
honest.
to gaslight gatekeep guy boss your way into not fighting a single damn thing.
Well, I mean, we're
Sometimes.
warriors, but
Sometimes you
Joe.
don't have to use the fightiness. Sometimes you can just talk to somebody, and then when they're not looking, force push them off the side of a bridge.
Exactly.
It works.
He's got the idea.
Joe is a different breed.
Truly, he is one of a kind type of individual. He's
It's
unlike
okay.
any bard that
Stabbing
you've
will
met
come in
before.
Sith soon.
Don't worry, he's still not O'Malley yet.
O'Malley's his own breed. That motherfucker has like 9 character sheets.
Yeah, I was showing Anthony, and he was like, "How do you guys keep track of this?" I'm like, "I don't anymore."
Roll 1d8. That whichever one that is the identity you roll into.
I still
just up
don't
the
think
stats for
I've
everyone else.
used the dice association one at all. By the way,
No, you haven't been lucky
So-
enough.
funny. All right. So, is there anything we missed in the recap that since the last 3 sessions didn't get uploaded and didn't get streamed? So everything pretty much after the getting on the boat isn't there. Is there
Joe
anything?
making a connection with a god.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh yeah,
Remember-
you
yeah,
did,
I
man.
dropped-
You invaded fucking Reed's fucking image or like vision quest. I forgot about that.
Wait, what?
I've
I don't think I
invaded
was
a
there for
god's
that.
domain.
No,
Your
I wasn't
god
there
is
for
not
that.
free from Joe.
Joe.
Guy
So
boss.
Reed was
telling you, man,
praying,
he really is a different breed.
and Joe. I think you got a
he's just
20.
bard.
I think you either got a
Average
nat.
bard.
You because the DC was 19. I remember like immediately writing down DC 19.
Mhm.
And as soon as you got something high enough that I was like, I literally can't just, okay, cool, I'm gonna run with this. And you interrupted Reed talking to her father, who she has not seen for almost a decade.
Oh,
So,
did he also invade my hellscape?
no. Oh yeah, and we also established that the people of Meejo's school, have the ability
way
to,
of the black folk.
yeah, the mages of the black have.
Okay.
The black wizards. Oh fuck. Okay, everyone knows what I mean. It's
Black
fine.
wizards.
They have the ability to communicate via some kind of
Dreams.
dreams. And we've also established that Meejo's mind is basically just a cottage, and then the doors got so many wards that if you attempt to break it open, you're in danger.
Right. Oh, also, wasn't there a thing where I dropped some kind of important blade and it shattered?
Yeah, and I have it in my bag here in my pocket, and you said it's incredibly cursed, and I rolled a nat 20 on a save against it.
Right.
All right.
So I'm now carrying around a
These
cursed
stops.
bag of magic sword shards.
Yes.
Right.
I'm gonna beat someone with it.
Oh god.
Oh, hey, Mason.
That's not a bad idea,
One last
actually.
thing before we start. That's focused with someone else. This is a boy. Star metal still a thing?
Yes. In fact, I need to add it to. Do you remember the stats for the?
It was just the stats of a longsword.
Yes. Do you remember the stats for the Kraken Javelin?
No.
Put 25 Kraken Javelin in your inventory because that's what we did last campaign, and I'll
Okay.
fix it when we get a moment because I don't remember the exacts, but I remember enough. I think it was
Let's
just a
see
javelin
here.
+1, just non-magical.
Alright, well then we're gonna actually just...
But now the wrap up's done. So despite the insanity of this entire trip so far, you guys actually got a few days to relax. Notably, Joe decided to take a day to just kick his feet up and not invade people's minds for a night. Especially after the past insane few days of the voyage, the long reprieve was a needed one. You know, your muscles are aching, your mind, like Meejo is probably slightly perturbed with the amount of shit he's been dealing with. The crew has
mean,
been,
Ghosts on the ship. You get used to it.
I guess.
Just a little meditation.
I woke up, everybody was screaming. And that is all.
So glad my arm's back to normal.
What happened?
Speaking of the duppy, a lot of the crew have been slowly healing of their wounds. People are just generally a lot more lethargic. You know, considering within the last week you've had the crayfish escapade, the duppy disaster, the Sea of Souls, the laser lighthouse.
Oh,
Reed falling overboard and drowning.
See-through ocean, that was the best.
My head is swimming. What happened?
Um,
Where am I?
All in all, Joe was just
still on
taking
the
his damn
boat.
time to breathe. Meejo had his nose buried in books, only stopping his studies to walk up and witness the majesty of the sea, and then sigh because he got to witness the Sea of Souls and, you know, a arguably completely supernatural see-through sea that houses monsters beyond the human comprehension is nowhere near as fun as the regular sea, which houses monsters beyond everyone's comprehension.
But you could see the houses below of the ruins of the old.
Oh, hey, look over there.
could
There's a
see
little
down
baby
there?
Kraken
There's just
hiding.
faces and
remember the
screams.
glass ocean?
Oh, wait.
Yeah, it's just
Jason,
faces and screams, and it's
can
blinding.
Iskandir see down to the bottom? I forgot about that.
No. If I remember right, Iskandir just saw like a black, like the sea was basically just black for him.
For me, it was
Oh.
screams and faces.
Yeah, Rede and Joe specifically saw the faces and the screams and needed several layers of cover to not like physically feel pain being near it. So with the party kind of sitting down and just relaxing in one of their rooms, the only one who isn't here is Rede, who has been stuck praying in her room, which has been pretty usual since everyone has met her, although her visits to the rest of the ship quickly became less and less frequent. Although after everything that's happened, who can blame her for being a bit tired or afraid or just feeling the need to talk with her god?
Everybody needs a moment of break.
I do feel
Bring her
bad for her,
some
though.
tea from time to time.
Even with her murderous tendencies.
With a bit of his free time, Iskandir's actually been finding himself talking to Barry a good bit, who as quartermaster of the ship is just asking hounding questions about trade and logistics for a voyage across the multiple seas that it takes, or across the ocean.
Okay, so here is one trade secret. Most men, when they say, "Can I use my scales?" they're using weighted ones in their favor. Always use your own.
But won't they think I'm weighting my scales if I pull out my own and I force them to use it?
Yes. And
Ah.
that is where the game begins.
It's a zero-sum game. Got it.
Precisely. However, if you always do fair trades, you don't have much trouble.
Interesting. So, around all of this, if it were... Iskandir would also regularly disappear down into the ship's hold, and there would be you would hear like clinking of coins and like bags of what sounds like sand. But you know who in the party is normal?
147
I am.
grains still there. Good.
But as Joe's kicking his feet up,
me
thinking about the
aggressively
week. Oh, sorry.
A lot of people call me aggressively normal, is what I said.
That's the scary part. But as Joe's kind of kicking up his feet, just enjoying the daydream, and Meejo is off reading his book, and you start hearing the clink from Iskandir's room.
Oh shit! Almost dropped the torch.
You good in there?
Fine. Go away.
You don't need a
Tries to
hand or
shut the door
anything?
with his tail.
No,
Alright.
your guys' rooms are next to each other. You're just yelling through the wall right now is what you're doing.
I fucking...
What Joe doesn't know is he almost was exploded.
All right. I almost forgot what's in that bag.
All right, buddy. Joe like looks over at that like really messed up effigy he made to like violate the god space, and just like ponders that for a bit.
I'm still mad that worked. I'm still mad that you rolled past all of the fucking checks to survive that.
Does this mean like Joe just knows how to invade god spaces now, just like
no,
really poorly?
No, you got lucky. Even you know what? I'll give it to you. Even Joe knows he just got lucky. But
I've done this thing once that only gods can do. I can do it now, eternal.
How many times do I have to tell you, boy? Playing God is a sometimes thing. Dude, I love Hunter the Parenting.
Oh yes, Hunter the Parenting. Let's fucking go.
We could talk post session about how much we love Hunter. Anyway, so, while all of this chaos is, chaos is a wrong word. You guys have been through a real chaos, but it's a minor dysfunction in jovial times right now. There is Joe is suddenly very confused because there's a knock at his door, and it's not a loud banging knock like the guys usually, like Barry usually does when the boo starts getting rolled out, and it's first thing in the morning.
Yeah, hello.
And as Joe looks up, Mary's already letting herself in the room, and she lantern in hand, because it's still pretty dark around. The sun hasn't started rolling in the portholes yet. She just sighs and goes, the captain wants you upstairs. He's kind of mad right now. He wants to talk to you for some reason.
Okay, yeah. Like, where is he at? Just up all the way upstairs, like on the top, or where?
Yeah, he said to meet him by the stern.
The stern? All right. What do you think he might be mad about?
He's got some big book that he's been like reading through. At first he was talking about embalming, like magic and weird stuff that I don't care about. And then it got like, he started talking about being confused. It was kind of ranting. He hasn't slept in a few days. I think whatever happened at the lighthouse got him a little shook, a little shaken up, a little stirred.
Joe goes from like having like a relaxed expression to just straight locking in. He's like, all right, hold on.
He's locked.
He's locked in. I'm locked in. Where's the captain? Where have you guys seen the captain? Is he all the way up here?
Oh, as soon as you walk above deck. So the way above deck is right here. So as soon as you walk up and you're, at first your eyes are kind of assaulted because it is early morning, the sun is rising, and you peek your head up and right there it's in your eyes. But as soon as your eyes adjust and you kind of blink away all the morning sun and all the crust and tired, you notice Gary is just pacing up and down the stern, and there's something pretty like big in his left hand.
That's a big thing. Hold up. Yo, Gary, what's up?
He turns and he's like, Joe, can you come over here by the railing? Not like, obviously not close enough that I'm gonna throw you off like you did that guy. But just so we're kind of out of everyone else's ears.
Yeah, what's good?
Well, Joe, what the fuck are you?
What do you mean, what the fuck am I? I'm Joe Badguy, that's the name.
Okay, alright, that doesn't help. Here's the thing, right? And
Okay.
he holds up this massive, like, torn, beat up tome, and it's held together by leather that looks like it should have fallen apart years ago. The front is literally flaking off in the wind, but it seems like every time it flakes off, it like regenerates. And he goes,
one of these things.
No, first off, I've never seen one until we, and I hate that I'm saying we, by the way, broke into a New Moon laboratory.
Hardly call it broke in. It's more of a dungeon, but go on.
We weren't supposed to be there. But the first half of this, I was so excited because there are recipes in here that I've never heard of before. Apparently, he was making potions that were keeping those he called them the zombies. he was making potions to prolong their bodies so they didn't decay. And there's notes and experiments, and it's a wealth of knowledge, so I just kept reading through it. And then he opens it, and he kind of like flips through it, and you can see there's detailed diagrams. There's even one that is like a realistic 1-to-1 of a dissected person. And he's
Did
like,
Joe like try to remember all this information?
because Joe didn't really look at the book.
Like just what he's like seeing, getting a peep on.
It from your very limited knowledge of magic and alchemy, it is going so far over your head you're only able to pick out 1 or 2 technical terms. It is not like, most of it is in shorthand and jargon.
Fair enough.
You can catch out here and there like distill, bake. You notice that one section it says in big, bold, slanted letters, "This potion just won't work. Why does the elder want me to make this?" But
Boy.
then he puts his finger on a certain point, and you notice as he does it that there is a page in the center that is bright red, and he flips to it and he goes, "In the second half of this is still a lot of notes, but it's also missions, his observations of the surrounding area, and there's a part in here, and it took me a minute to realize." And he starts flipping through, and he holds it up, and he goes, "The elder said he believed Badguy was back. I don't know if he misspoke, or in his old age he's forgetting what a noun is, or if some poor bastard actually has that name. Either way, he's been seen near the Pyranian border, and I'm supposed to care for some reason. They won't tell me who or what this guy is, but that I have to tell them if I find him." And then he slams it shut, and he goes, "Why is a band of alchemists known for charity work hunting for you?"
You know, sometimes people who do charity are less than charitable. And
Yes.
this is that one of those sometimes.
Well, here's the follow-up thing. There is one more mention of the name Badguy.
Oh, what's the next mention?
And it is at the very start, and it is just, "I was assigned to the Badguy project," and then under it, a list of things, and in it, all of them are crossed out except for one that says, "I need to find a way to keep a corpse fresh."
What the fuck?
I don't fucking know, but whatever.
Yeah, let me see that book.
He hands it over to you. He's like, "I've already copied the notes that I can sell to alchemists.
All right. You mind if I keep this copy then? Because this seems like they're definitely trying to assassinate me or something.
Why would they be trying to assassinate you?"
It sounded pretty important.
Well, can I make... Okay, so does Joe know whether or not like talking about the study of gods and how they work is like complete heresy and will probably get me murdered? Or
Oh no,
does he just think
it's an
okay?
open academic subject. The
Okay.
only one who would have knowledge on it would on what is and isn't allowed to be talked about would probably be Meejo, who's not here right now.
Okay, well, Joe doesn't know then. So my wife and I, right? Very lovely lady. You know, she used to be a pretty famous bard back in her time. Don't know how long ago that was. I straight am from the Feywilds. I wasn't bullshitting you or anything. Time is a bit of a suggestion there.
I
So
wish I could not believe you on that, but continue.
I used to just be a regular Fletcher, and my wife used to be vaguely obsessed with the idea of godhood, godliness, becoming a god, or the idea of creating a god, things like that. And she made the very loving confession when we first got married, like, to become a god or become together or some bullshit like that. But whatever, it's been a couple years since then. But all of a sudden, her friend from her adventuring time kind of killed him. And I'm pretty reasonably assuming that they definitely are the owner of this entire group. And I definitely want to maybe, just a little bit maybe, and I've been thinking on this for the last few days, right? Probably kill them in the most brutal way I can possibly humanly create. So it looks like we have a mutual goal against each other here. And it's a matter of who gets to who first.
Man, Well, that's not the answer I expected. Thank you for being brutally honest. I am going to question a lot about my choice in mercenaries, but I there's another thing. I do need you to get everyone else and bring them above ship. We're gonna need help unloading and loading the goods, and I just got a memo that we're actually dropping off most of the energy route here at the Garrison. And we're going to
Hell
be
yeah.
delivering letters from the men's station there back home. I'll be stuck doing some paperwork because they're already mad I brought mercenaries that I'm not supposed to have on my ship. And outside of the fact that I might now need to fear that my water is going to be poisoned sometime soon, y'all have been worth the trouble, sadly.
Joe puts his hand on his shoulder and he's like, okay. So we're at sea, and I hardly doubt either one of us is like magically being spied on. So if anything else, this information won't get you killed unless you convey that you know anything that I have mentioned at all. Anyways, I have just laid an information hazard in your hands. So make sure you sound, look, and probably even appear as if you know nothing of what I just said.
Okay.
And that this book just looks like nonsense to you.
All right, we'll be at the disembarkation point soon. Just have everyone ready within a few hours, please.
Got you. He gives him a thumbs up, and he quickly goes below deck to get everyone else. Hey, Iskandir. He knocks on the door. He's like,
Iskandir's dreaming right now, Mason.
Roll a d20.
Roll a d20. Okay.
Actually, no, roll a d100. My bad.
D100. 88.
You hear approaching the door. Joe hears just muffled talking.
I'm gonna like crack the door open a little bit. Like, you okay?
Just
buddy?
see twitching unconscious body speaking abyssal.
Wait, do I know Abyssal?
Do you?
I might. Wait. No, I know Infernal and Giant. Never mind. I got no clue what the fuck he's saying. They're like, I gently.
No
like,
giant. Oh, Christ.
I picked the linguist feat.
You have not been messing with my favorite part of linguist. We'll talk about it later. But yeah, okay.
Linguist only gives you the ability to learn more languages and then a little bit of intelligence, and that's it.
Linguist also gives you the ability to make ciphers.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I kind of don't have anything to do that with right now.
Oh,
Joke's on you. I don't have the contacts to make the safe.
Okay, well, long story short, there's some fun things I've used it for in the past. But yeah, you hear all of that, and he hasn't woke up at you opening the door.
Hey buddy, you wanna wake up, buddy? I like gently like tap his shoulder. I'm like, just tap. Like, hey buddy, wake
You
up.
see him literally convulsing.
Well, is there any like spare pillows around? He looks like he's having a seizure, and I might as well just lift his legs up.
No, he's laying on a hammock.
A hammock. All right, I try to I cushion. I get like whatever I can to cushion underneath like the head area, and then I like untie the hammock at the head area and slowly like let it down, so his body's just
Unconsciously
laying.
starts to rise almost like a vampire.
No, we're not going that far with it.
Just unconsciously rises like the Undertaker and just slowly turns his head towards you. Mason,
You good?
what is the words he says to Joe Badguy in common with a booming voice?
Nothing, because you rolled high enough that he's mostly in control.
Okay.
He's just kind of awake.
Oh, so okay. In a booming voice, he says, "What are you doing in my room?"
I thought you were having a seizure, so I lowered the head spot so that way the blood goes back to your head.
What?
You okay? You were like straight up convulsing and speaking some language.
Just another bad dream.
Oh, okay. The captain wants us up at the top there, so I'll give you a sec here.
What?
Yeah, we gotta help unload though.
Good. Okay, let's see here. Is it out? No, good. Is any torch in there? It's good. No.
All right, I'll leave you to that. You good? You good? You got everything? You're fine. You do need help gathering
yes,
your
I
stuff.
should have all the trinkets, the fine china, the pottery, the I mean
The box of stuff.
the sand.
Yeah,
The
your bag of sand.
volcanic sand.
What? Did I just get?
I would normally question that, but honestly, I've learned don't question the people you've traveled with. Question the people that you just met. And I'm not questioning you anymore. And then
What?
with that, Joe like he just walks around. He does a double take real quick. He like looks back to see if Iskandir's peeking. He's like, okay, and he like quickly walks around
Iskandir's just
after
staring
hearing him
blankly,
casually
like,
just say, "Volcanic sand."
Iskandir's just looking at the doorway, like, did he just stop crying suddenly?
He like knocks on the door. He's like, knock, 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 knock. Meejo, buddy, you awake?
Iskandir's mood
Yes.
has been raised.
His voice was booming over there. I kind of heard it a little bit.
All right. Captain wants us at the top. Did you hear me? Like over there? I don't know if you heard me. Captain wants us to help him unload the cargo and all that.
Okay. I mean, I can certainly help with that.
Okay, so yes, the rings, check.
You want any pancakes?
Wait,
Wait,
like
what
he
you
like
think?
opens the door more. He's like, "Is that a fucking frying pan?"
Yeah.
The
There's just
Meejo
there's just like
special.
a little, a tiny little bonfire in a frying pan making little. Mini
Dude, I would love
pancakes.
some pancakes. I'm so tired of fish.
Here you go. All I've got is cinnamon. I don't have any syrup.
Oh man, I appreciate anything, man.
Here
Like
you
he takes like some of the pancakes and he just starts like eating them.
Iskandir's just gonna come in behind with a tray. Tea?
Oh, dude. He moves out of the way. He's like, "Oh, come on,
Good
dude,
morning,
you need to try some of these
Eastie.
pancakes. They're like the best." He like passes him one of his
and
extra
what?
pancakes.
How do I
It's a
eat
pancake.
this? Do I
Just-
use
you-
chopsticks? Or...
No, you can like pick
you
it up with your
kinda
hand if
shove
it's
it in your
cold.
mouth and
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
It's like bread, but like
This
Yeah.
is delicious.
better. That's what I was saying. Meejo, you should be a cook.
Well,
Oh, wait, you
this
are?
might-
well, it's not my profession, but I can cook.
Dude, you could open like a bakery or something with this.
Well, I
Before
plan
we
to,
go up deck,
but
house
gotta
even.
get the license first, you know.
Yeah, you could open up like a house of pancakes or something.
One day.
question for you
One
two.
day.
Before we go up deck, once we get to this port, this might be the last time you see me, and though not everything has been pleasant, I wish you both well, so
Oh,
have some tea for you two and some jade.
that'll go good with the pancakes.
Oh, I appreciate it.
He hands you both like a little J card figure of a dragon.
I'll keep this safe.
Meejo will like walk up, give your knees a hug.
Oh
He just
yeah,
gave you-
oh yeah. Iskandir is like 7 feet tall.
Iskandir is large, yes.
Oh, this is
But,
gonna be
Joe's
like-
fantastic.
Like 3 feet.
Oh man.
I didn't know I'd be
strange.
saying goodbye to you this soon, but it's been nice.
Generally,
it's been cool.
when I go to the first port, I'm probably going to have to report in. Although that's where it's going to be tricky. Either you're going to see me in chains, or you're going to see me taken.
At
Should we
this point,
intervene?
Barry, who was walking in the background, moving a barrel topside, just goes, "What, are they gonna arrest you for using weighted scales?"
Weighted? No, my scales aren't weighted. That's why I told you to use your own scale. Are your scales weighted?
I don't even have scales. I'm the quartermaster. The only thing
I do not have scales. That's essential for merchants.
I'm not the merchant. That's Gary. I am the one who. Listen, I do the paperwork.
And how
I keep
dare
inventory.
you assume I have weighted scales?
Well, I was
This is a
walking past and I
respectable
heard you're going to
businessman.
jail.
My scales aren't even that heavy.
I don't know. Why don't you pull one off and prove it?
Fine. You want one of my scales? Here, I already have one.
What?
And I throw it at him.
Wait, like a set of scales or a scale? Like
Like a couple scales in
I
a
was
bag.
a little confused if they meant merchants or dragon scales too.
Joe
throw
is just
one at
like
him.
standing there, like hugging the wall, trying to dodge the throw.
Sometimes they fall off, and honestly, given that I am an amethyst dragonborn, some cultures will actually buy them for
He
a
goes to
fair price.
catch them, and he does the. You know when you catch them, when you almost catch something, it slips out of your hands, and you fumble it for like a solid minute, and then it embarrassingly just falls out of your hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, Barry pulls that whole maneuver, fumbling it around in his hands. It sails around in an arc, and then it just he confidently reaches out to snatch it out of the air, and it just falls.
Steal 20 gold.
Oh, you break it, you buy it.
No, that's the price it goes for there.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, for some reason they want dragon scales as a form of jewelry. Especially dragonborn scales. They sell well.
Can't your scales be used for like, I don't know, like armor or something? Isn't that also a thing people do?
Barbaric 1. 2. Barbaric races use dragon scales as armor.
Is that what they mean by
Oh.
scale mail? Barry's still just like sitting there.
Scale mail is an interlocking of plates to symbolize scales.
But if we're talking about the specific magic item, that needs a well, it needs a specific alchemical process to be actually created.
Correct. Process my people are well known for using.
You can't just tape a dragon hide to a set of armor and call it dragon scale.
We do have dragonhide armor, but generally that is a gift, not taken.
At this point, Mary peeks her head in, and she's like, "Hey, Captain's wondering where'd you get pancakes from?"
I made them.
Tea?
Pancakes?
Why have I been eating hardtack for the past week? Captain wants you upstairs on top deck.
You never asked. I've been cooking every day.
Yesterday we had eggs and bacon.
We got them from a bird at the top of the tower.
No, we got them from Strudel.
All right. Well, I mean,
Oh.
That's
Oh.
right, strudel.
Oh
Yeah,
my
it's
god,
Strudel.
I'm so glad Strudel's nowhere in my notes. I don't even know how I remembered Strudel.
And Rocky. Who could
everyone
forget?
remembers
No,
Strudel.
no. Rocky does. I don't even hate Rocky. It's just fun to be violent towards the pet rock. Anyway.
Man, D&D characters and their pets. Strudel, Rocky, Atticus,
T-Rex.
Let's get him out. Here.
T-Rex.
T-Rex.
That's
Oh,
right,
wait.
the T-Rex.
Yeah, I don't have a stat block for him because I just.
He's
No
just
need.
a familiar, isn't he?
Yep.
Yeah. I
I
was
don't
say,
use him in combat. That's why I didn't give a stat.
yeah, I was about to say we haven't used him in combat yet, so I haven't been stressing about statting him. Also,
Why
because
would
once
you?
he's statted, that technically in D&D, until something is statted, it's either level 0 or it's just unkillable. So
Wait, so
Once it has stats, it can die.
yes,
are you saying that Meejo like unlocked the the meta secret of not stat blocking something?
no, because I've just
Get a
been too
god?
lazy to stat block Strudel.
We'll choose to believe what we want to.
Meejo's just he's just built different. He's built Midwestern.
Strudel, our beloved.
Just your
Alright.
common Midwestern Minnesotan man.
All right. I guess the captain wants us up top, guys. You done with your pancakes?
And your tea.
Oh, thank you. I almost
It was
forgot this here.
expensive.
He takes a quick little sip. He's like, I'm going to enjoy this while I go up the stairs.
Don't trip. You will actually burn yourself.
As he goes up the stairs, he fucking stubs his toe and pours it on some guy walking nearby.
My face.
Oh, God, I'm sorry. Oh, shit. Are you okay?
You see his skin actually get like 3rd degree.
Oh,
Did I mention you're supposed to blow on it?
you can walk it off. It'll be okay.
He just tumbles down the steps.
Okay, well, we're one guy down. It might take us a little longer to get this stuff outside.
At this point, Barry just walks down and picks up Iskandir, and is like, we gotta. Listen, we're about 5 minutes out from port, and the boss is getting a little annoyed.
Right.
Hold on, I've got an idea.
Hold on, I'm almost done putting
Please
away
don't
my
levitate
pizza.
us.
No, it's not. It's not gonna be you levitating.
Huh?
Meejo is gonna spend the next, I don't know, however long it takes to just ritual cast unseen servants and ritual cast and keep ritual casting unseen servants and commanding them to like gather all of the cargo and bring it up to top deck.
How long does ritual cast take? I forget.
Ritual
10 minutes.
cast is 10 minutes plus the casting time,
Um,
and they last an hour each. So
yeah, and they're not concentration. Oh my god.
Yep.
So there are 2 unseen servants ferrying up.
say hello to the level 1 wizard workforce.
Oh my lord.
So that
And
explains why every single wizard has a really clean place.
That and prestidigitation.
at this point, everyone on board or initially is scared, and then they see Meejo immediately go back to chanting and like lights coming off of him. And they're still scared, but they're a little bit less scared because they know at least, Meejo is the reason for this.
I know it's unseen servants, but I'm gonna have it be little Fantasia broomsticks.
Yeah. No, that's fine. I was about to say that it's like no, it's not unseen servants. He's animating the broomsticks and they're like dancing their way up and down the hold. we gotta commit to the bit, but
Be our guest.
But at this point, one of the sailors walks over and goes, if it was anyone but the Dragon of New Rockton doing that, I'd probably be concerned. But if you guys were going to kill us, that would have been like a week ago.
I mean, we're not murder hobos. I don't want to be a criminal.
I'm a pacifist.
I'm just here to.
Didn't you light an entire bandit camp on fire?
No,
That was part of the job.
That was
I
part
am
of
a
the job.
pacifist. They are not pacifists.
Understandable.
I try to save the bandits and at least get them tried.
While in the middle of this conversation and Meejo almost casting the third on-scene servant, Gary sprints over and grabs Meejo's like staff and just like, hey, you can't be casting magic while we're entering port.
Right. Oh,
they will sink us over that. Please do not.
Okay.
He's like,
the casting, or should I get rid of this?
The unseen servants are okay. We already glow magically anyway. They know we have magical cargo on board, but they're a little testy about a lot.
I thank you for the warning.
Note to self, strict laws.
It's specifically. Just listen, you guys saw inside of New Rockton what happens when Pyrania appears. These 2 water routes are the only way that Pyranian warships or trade ships can go through here, so they are very strict.
Well,
right, the savages.
Looks like we're using classic old fisticuffs and gloves.
Please do
Just
not
like
fight the
boxing.
Port Authority.
No, I'm talking about I'm using my mitts to carry stuff. In addition to the broomsticks.
So how many of you guys are just gonna chill out on like the top deck? Because at this point, there were only about like 10 barrels that actually needed to be moved topside.
Oh, did they? Oh, if that's it, then they kind of got it.
Yeah, I was about to say the unseen servants could do that in like 10 minutes because they don't tire.
Yeah. Anybody
already
want
got
some
that.
pancakes?
All the sailors turn and go, how? Nope, we're not questioning it anymore.
You have a bunch of mages on board, and you don't think they can't just magically make pancakes? Well, in his case, they're just normal pancakes, but still.
My inventory again. Iskandir proceeds to check his entire inventory again.
So as you guys get closer to the port, you start to see it come into view. It's kind of ramshackle. About most of the buildings are in various states of construction. But what you see, and let me go ahead and pop over to it. And let me on, yeah, I understand it's a black screen. Let me on,
I'm
fog of
blind.
war this.
I'm blind.
I'm blind.
I'm blind.
I'm blind.
But what you end up seeing is this. Calling it a port is kind of generous.
Wow, what a fucking dump.
That's a shore.
Well,
it's really just a oh, what's the term for it? I forget.
It's an outpost.
It's really just like a small outpost. So the north side, there's like 3 buildings, one of which is very clearly like a small. You can tell just from where you're sitting because there's. You can tell it's just a small tavern and then like a few little shops here and there. Even from your view, it's not a lot. The south side is entirely still in construction. You see more tents than you do finished buildings. However, as you guys pull in, right where the inlet kind of starts to funnel you, Gary screams to drop anchor. And at this, you see 2 lizard men, one on each side of the bank, pop out of a tent, and they yawn and stretch. And as soon as the anchor drops, they both just dive into the water. Roll for everyone on top deck. Roll perception on them.
So that's what a lizard man looks like.
Finally, I can use my eyesight. 10.
Where's perception? 5.
Jesus. So Meejo, despite having to have an on-scene servant lift him over the the railing to see, he sees that the 2 reptile men, they just dive straight into the water. From what you can see, though, they have some very weird banding on their face and torso. It's a deep aqua blue and a stark black. And it is not war paint. That is their, like, even from how far away you are, you can tell that is their natural skin tone. Or scale tone, I guess.
Oh my god.
And they're under the water for quite some time. It takes about 5 or 10 minutes, and Gary and Mary are very just. They're sitting there, kind of like, okay, this is about how long it normally takes. Just gotta wait. See how this goes.
What is going on?
They're opening the port. It's just one of the first time we came through here, they boarded the ship from behind and thought we were bandit, and they didn't kill anyone, but they hurt.
What kind of lizard men are they? I thought they were supposed to be chameleon men.
No, they're some kind of serpent men.
Oh. So it's a confederation of their kinds.
It don't look like they're really at the ship yet. Like Jay leans over like, I don't really see anything in the water yet.
Oh,
so you said it takes them like 5 minutes?
As soon as they basically went in the water, they disappeared. The water here is extremely murky.
Yeah, it looks like shit over here. What do you guys see on your end?
Not a whole lot. I mean, I can jump in the water if you guys want. Say hi to them.
How about
I don't know if they'll like that. We're at a port.
This seems delicate.
So while this conversation is going on, you hear something break out of the water on each side of the ship. And
hi, guy.
And a couple of seconds later, you see hoisting themselves over the side of the ship, despite there being no ladder, the 2 lizard men just pop over, and slung over their shoulder is a bag of steel rods. And they're each about, like, 7 feet tall. They dwarf the majority of the party except for Iskandir. They're at eye height with Iskandir.
Someone I can speak to on eye level. Nice.
Just one more perception check for me, please.
10.
10.
All right.
Maybe Joe can get that sleepiness off his face. 9.
9.
So the
Nope,
steel
Joe
rods
still's
look
tired.
entirely normal to you. However, now that they're walking towards you and you get a good look at them, you can tell that the banding on them is pretty much head to toe.
Neat.
The only clothes they're wearing besides the slung bag of steel rods is like really tattered linen pants that are sopping wet.
Are they
Joe leans over to
serpentine
Meejo.
or are they?
Oh, so they're serpentine and they have a very distinctly almost spade-shaped head.
Joe leans over to Meejo real quick. He's like, how funny would it be if those were immovable rods?
Do you want to roll artifice? Or not artifice, arcana?
I'll roll Arcana.
I was about to say, Joe and Meejo can roll arcana because it makes total...
Holy
Yeah.
shit.
Meejo looks at them, and he looks up, and despite, mind you, this is over the shoulder of someone who's 7 feet tall. You know what he sees? You notice that through the bottom of the bag, one of them is poking. There's a little button poking down through the bottom of the bag. And Joe notices that all the ones that are sticking like top up, there are buttons on top of all the rods, and they're all about 4 to 5 feet long.
Yep. There's buttons on them.
Yeah, those are buttons.
They might
What
spend
is
some
an
time
immovable
locking down
rod?
the ship from below.
They take their time walking up. They spend most of their time walking over, just eyeing down the crew. And then as soon as they notice the party, they stop and they stare for a few seconds while you are all discussing them.
Hello.
Hi.
And
Greetings. I give a reverent bow.
they completely ignore you, and one of them looks over and goes, "You are free to advance into the port, Mr. Thearts. However, please explain the warriors you are bringing. Your shipping documents say nothing of transporting mercenaries. And you
Wait,
have 2 more sailors than initially expected, and of course that's accounting for the 4 that you informed us died of a ghost attack." And he is sweating bullets at this point, and he goes, you see, and looks directly at you guys.
Not a mercenary, a merchant.
I'm just a diplomat.
Don't we have a flyer from this continent that requests?
No, I don't.
Do you guys have one? But also, it's been like said by you guys found out in the first session that pretty much the borders have been closed outside of for specific merchants and mercenaries who were hired before that happened.
I'm also pretty sure Iskandir actually doesn't have one.
Yeah, Iskandir was just
Alright.
wondering.
Weird question. I don't think Joe would have picked any of up. I don't think this would have been interesting to him because he didn't think he'd adventure over here. Does Joe know anything about like this area here from being here before? No.
No.
Okay.
The majority of the land, since, for anyone who has forgotten, this wasn't originally an archipelago, it was originally a swampland.
Swampland jungle.
And yeah, it was a marshy jungle, and then I believe half a decade ago in campaign, it was a wave came from the sea and basically tore up the southern half of the continent.
Wonder when we'll see the southern jungle.
One of the snake men looks at you, and like you just hear like a faint hiss.
I think you're not supposed to say those things. It is disrespectful.
They look over the party, and one of them walks up directly to Iskandir, face to face, and goes, "You must be one of the brothers from beyond the seas." And he just sticks his hand out for a handshake.
I give him one in kind. Iskandir Quinnis of the Treasure Drakes Guild.
He leans in, like, and what traveling with normal humans.
I had no other options. My crew was sunk by humans with a fire flag.
He leans back and goes, well, you are of course welcome. Your guild's treaties with us are still under review. However, that still doesn't explain the 2 mercenaries who we do not have paperwork for.
Joel, you got any
What do we do?
special persuasion?
I think I got this, but I'm gonna need you to help me out with
They're
this
with
one.
me as bodyguards.
I actually am working with him as his bodyguard.
That
We
is
met
true.
on a contract.
On the unfortunate loss of my crew to Pyranians, I had to seek outside help.
The one that walked up turns around and stares at the other one, which, having been, talking to them for as long, there is some familiar relationship. They're not quite the same, but they are almost identical in their features outside of, the one that's closer to you has noticeably several more scars and is a little bit older. His scales are a tad bit more chipped. But he looks at the other one, and the other one just shrugs and goes, "It's not uncommon for diplomats to have undocumented guards."
It was a haste of the moment action, I'm afraid.
And at this point, Gary walks in and goes, "Yes, I was here to aid Mr. Quinis when he was sadly departing New Rockton alone. He almost had to travel with the Red Panthers." And the both of them look at each other, and you just see like one of them roll their eyes, and they then look back and go, "As long as the paperwork goes through, it's no concern of ours. Please report to the Garrison Master once you dock, mercenaries. And as for you, Mr. Iskandir,
Yes?
we have, we must contact your guild post-haste to let them know you've arrived."
It seems my mother's message has gotten here before me. Good.
We'll let the Harbor Master break the bad news.
The what?
Currently,
Very
we
well.
only have one of your kind here.
The other ships did not make it.
The younger one walks over and goes, "It's not all doom and gloom. Some of them are just probably scattered like you."
I was scattered by a fleet with fire red flags. I assume that would be the Pyranians.
Yes.
Any of our merchant ships sent here are being attacked.
It is a known concern traveling these parts. However, we will let you speak with the Harbor Master. He will have all the facts.
Very well. It seems my work is cut out for me.
And with that, the two of them just walk back over to this. They both walk to a different side of the ship and just dive off.
Bye, snake people, or amphibious people.
Thanks for the assist, Scan.
Thank goodness my mother's word goes ahead of me. She is head of my guild, you know.
Oh, Joe quickly writes that down in his journal real quick.
She sent me personally.
Mary walks over and is like, "Oh yeah, I almost forgot that I didn't file the paperwork for you guys to come with us."
And you're lucky that I was here.
Speaking of mercenaries, where's the other one?
Oh, they fell off.
What?
Really? I mean, just like ties a rope
So-
around the edge, jumps in. Well, Savior!
So
Where did Rede go?
remember the glass sea? You know how like we came back and then the night came and we rested and we didn't talk to each other all for a couple days. unfortunately, do you remember that one night? I think the first night, it was really stormy. So Reed and I had like a little conversation on the top of the ship for a minute. You know, we're talking about stuff, you know, related to ourselves and our past. And well, it was a rocky boat ride and we were pretty close to the railing and drunk and they fell off into the ocean of faces.
Oh, you didn't mention it? Huh?
I'm going to be honest with you.
You know, I was trying to
I'm
be
kind of
peaceful, nice
terrified of
for
what
you.
I saw. Like,
Is she okay?
no.
What?
Like, Joe, like,
What?
looks with, like, a raw expression of pure terror. He's like, no.
What?
There's a reason why they said don't touch the water, and I saw it.
What?
Oh, God.
I was trying
You
to
just
be
let her
peaceful and nice with
die?
you before I
You
got
didn't
I
to
put my hand in there.
I
I looked
even
into the
stuck
water, and I
up-
went blind. I
I
couldn't
even
see.
stuck up
didn't
for you
try
and
picking
saved
up-
your bloody skin from
tried.
them, and you
I
just
tried
drop this on
everything.
us now?
I tried everything, guys. I really did.
You had this knowledge for several days,
It was fucking... I am calm.
and you thought it was not prudent to tell us now?
Listen, when you have
Okay.
someone else's god
Why?
screaming at you for
Bad
like
things
4
happen to-
days out of
Iskandir's
7,
just gonna
it's a little hard to
grab
talk to
Joe.
people.
Iskandir's just grabbing Joe, shaking him back and forth. How do you function?
I'm trying to tell you something. Hearing a god scream at you for 4 days makes it real fucking hard to think
How do
straight.
you function?
I tried
How did
everything.
you get married?
She was a really nice lady. I was never supposed to
Have
be an
you lived
adventurer.
this long?
I don't know.
There
He like
are
starts
monsters
crying.
here.
It's okay, Joe.
He's like-
This level of awareness
Did you
is
have-
suicidal.
Did you happen to see if she was definitely dead, or did
Well, I threw a rope down, right, as soon as it happened, but I couldn't
Okay.
see anything. But I did hear the screams, and for the second I opened my eyes because we
Okay,
did
are
the
you
clock
talking
thing we
about
did before.
you're
Right?
talking about the ghost
saw
screams or the
Her
Rede
screams
Oh,
and the ghost screams, they were
Oh.
becoming one. It
oh,
was
Huh?
it wasn't pleasant.
Oh.
I don't know. I'm
so
scared.
she's just dead.
She's gone. And her
And
god is definitely
For 4 days, you have decided not to tell us that she was dead.
4 days of hearing a god scream at me makes it real hard still.
Okay.
By the gods.
I didn't
You could have
forget.
at least had her dead body.
You can't get a dead body from an ocean that absorbs bodies.
All right.
That's not how
You
that
could have at
works.
least-
It took my rope. I don't have
If
rope
you had her
anymore.
body and
Everything's
told her
okay.
she was down in the cellar, that would have been better.
I'll go set up a funeral.
Let's do that at the nearest church. Let's pray for her there. But
Oh.
So during this screaming, so
Joe, are you okay?
so
do you
while
need
you
any
were
help?
all yelling at each other and panicking on the stern of the ship, you actually managed to drown out all of the, like, you didn't even notice that you guys were already like seconds away from docking. The only thing that brought you out of this screaming stupor is seeing Mary kick someone over
Huh?
and go to tie the mooring line herself. And as she does, she leans down, mind you, not looking at the knot she's tying, and to this poor green sailor screams, "Learn to hurry, or the Lord of Death will learn your fucking name." And then proceeds, when he goes to stand up, to shove him back on the ground.
Well, it's been interesting with you two.
it sure has. I hope to never
I'll
go
get-
boarding ever again.
I hope you learn when to tell people things that are important.
When a god isn't screaming at them, or during.
God or not, a drunk man would have at least thought, Fred just died.
I did think that for 4 days.
You would have at least. I'm. If you ever find her family, take this.
What is
In
it?
condolence. He hands you a diamond ring.
What are you gonna do? Propose to her dad?
No. Joe like looks
It's
at
a
the diamond
tradition
ring.
to put a
Oh.
ring at a grave if a family decides to make one.
I'll be sure to actually give this to her family if I ever find them.
The more exorbitant and valuable the ring, the more honorable the praise.
So, at this point, a lot of the barrels are being ferried from the deck or from the cargo hold and off the ship. And Gary walks over and hands on his hips goes, "The harbor master wants you." And
I am aware.
as much as I want to keep you here and make you unload everything, because Meejo did that whole song and dance, they're a little mad at me. Apparently, it's a big deal that I had a treasure Drake on my ship, so we need to get you guys moving.
Don't worry, I won't have them do anything to you. I'll make sure they give you scot-free. I think that's how you say it. Yes.
Gary kind of chuckles and goes, there's a reason that Mary and Barry carry around 3 enchanted swords. It wouldn't be the first time that someone has been mad at 2. Oh my god, you're right.
Mary and Barry carry.
Mary, Barry, carry. Jesus. He looks down and just goes, "Oh, by the Great Assembly. I don't even know how I'm going to tell him I broke his sword."
Who?
That sword was lent to me from someone who is about to be very mad at me.
Yeah, that sword's long gone.
Roll deception. Ryan.
Damn, I thought I could...
Roll deception, Ryan. You're not
slipping
my
deception check in real life. Can I have advantage because he hasn't seen it in so long?
Yes.
22.
Fuck off.
Wow.
He goes, "Yeah, it's a real shame that we lost all the shards the moment it was broken."
Yeah,
it really is.
Yeah, super horrible shame. Don't know where it is. Cling, 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 cling. Definitely not around my waist or anything. Cling, 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 cling.
It just really is a shame, and hopefully you guys can find a new sword to replace it.
Okay,
and Joe gives like a smile.
Semantics. Chucked up. Like said harbor master.
Is Iskandir just grabbing everyone and dragging them now?
Yes.
All right, let's go, guys.
I'm pretty sure Iskandir just knows at this point you're lying.
Iskandir watched me pick up the shards.
I
literally paused for a moment,
Everyone
had
did.
like my
Everyone
eyes turn black,
did.
and then watched me put the rest in a bag. I don't know what the fuck the shard did to me for 2 seconds, but it did something.
The true gaslighter here.
Goodness,
I almost gaslit you in real life. I hope you know that.
It's gonna take a bit for me to process that. I know you're going through a lot. Let's.
Oh, that's the wrong token. My bad.
Process this together.
We'll use Meejo's token. So
to the harbor master. We go to the monastery.
So as you guys hop off the ship and look around, the majority of the dock workers are actually seemingly elf, human. There's not a lot of lizard folk running the dock. There's a few here and there. You see, like 1 or 2 alligator men, or a few that you can't quite place what they are, but they're about 9 to 10 feet tall, and their necks are probably about 3 of those feet. And they're the actual lizard folk seem to be hauling around full chests and just massive. They're not moving the smaller things. It's chests or like entire crates. A lot of the barrels are being ran by what seems like other ships' crew up and down the harbor. And looking down the harbor, the majority of it's kind of split in half on the southern side. Everything along the actual coastline, or not coastline, along the bank, would that be the right word?
Yeah, it'd be
good afternoon.
Yeah. everything along the bank seems to be kind of ramshackle wooden swamp homes. Not homes, like constructions. A lot of them seem like they get rebuilt regularly. You see a lot of patchwork, woodwork. And it's just warehouse after warehouse after warehouse.
The humble beginnings of a new settlement. I remembered when we tried to settle on the continent. That didn't go.
At the very end, there is it is by no means gorgeous or even nice, but it is a decent little 2-story building. And from where you're sitting, you can see a really big sign on it that says port, and then a word beneath it that has already been weathered away, despite the port looking like it was just painted yesterday.
And I believe that is where we are heading.
That looks like the port.
All right, come on, let's. And Joe?
Yep, I'm
Be
heading
quiet.
your way. Oh.
Don't say anything or any of your usual shenanigans when it comes to legal officials. You may dance around the laws in lawless places, but you never dance around bureaucracy. It will never go well.
I mean, I was a diplomat for 2 years, so I'll let you do the talking because you're actually a guild rep.
And always pay. Excuse me?
What? You didn't know I actually worked with the law for a few years?
No. Guild rat?
No, rep. R-E-P.
Oh.
Not rat. You're a representative of your guild, which means you have a higher stake and standard here, which means that people will respect what you got to say in this situation. If I were to speak,
This is true.
I'm just some chuckle fuck. I look like some dude. But you're the Iskandir. And your guild has representation in these other countries here.
Are you trying to hype me up right now?
No, this isn't hyping you up. This is straight up simply stating the truth. From what I've
Alright.
learned so far from our adventures together, man.
Okay.
I trust in your abilities.
I am. What happened to you? Are you okay?
I mean, he was always like this. He's just getting the charisma.
But he's never been like this with me.
No, I mean, you've been pretty mean to me from the get-go, so I was a little sour at first, don't get me wrong, but like our time together at the sea at least.
All right, Ryan,
wasn't-
roll seduction.
All bad. No.
You stop right there.
Stop right.
Stop right
I mean,
there.
we've bonded a bit over battle and sea and all that, and you know, we've come to
It's
a
called
few
trauma
understandings here and
bonding.
there.
It's a legitimate thing. All right. So as this
you know what?
confusing conversation has
Right.
ferried y'all past any semblance of paying attention to the rest of the port, you guys are already at the door. It was surprisingly only about 3 blocks. And considering Iskandir is 7'2", I want to say,
Yep, something around that.
fucking tall. Iskandir is very tall.
Let's see here. Let's check the bio. He's not tall.
I thought he was.
He's 5'5".
I thought
Yeah,
Iskandir
Meejo's
was
tiny.
tall. My bad. No, it's Rede that was like 6 foot.
Yeah,
My
Reed
B,
was
my B.
giant. My
Reed
B.
was tall. I cast extend height.
I cast think taller.
All right. But as you guys walk up to the ramshackle hut, you can see that it's clearly supposed to say Port Authority in big, bold, golden letters, but it literally looks like a storm has already washed off the bottom half of the sign.
Well,
Rickety.
I suppose it's time to knock.
Really weird that all the bottoms of the signs are getting washed off, but not the top parts.
The top has some wear, but it's just the bottom is almost it's. You know when you look
guys
at a
think this area
sign
gets
and
flooded
you
often?
like you know when you look at a sign and you can clearly see where the lettering was, and it's now just the
Yeah.
shadow. Yeah, that's exactly what this is now.
Oh, okay.
But
Well, let's go in.
The door has it clearly has no lock on it. It's the rest of the building is kind of nice, but the door is basically just driftwood. It's there are starving men in the fold who have more depth than the door does.
I guess we knock.
Do you think it'll break if we knock?
Iskandir knocks without thinking about that for a second.
It's less of a knock and more of the entire door jiggling. And you just hear a voice from kind of far away just go, "Come in."
Opens.
You just walk in behind Iskandir.
So they're in the front. You walk into this, what looks like it's supposed to be a small reception desk. And there is no one there. But you see about almost the doorway actually is directly in front of you across from where you walked in. A office that has a light in it, but even though you can see the desk, you can't quite make out if there's anyone behind it or whatnot.
Hello?
Yes, one moment. I'm just... You hear, shuffling and, rumbling and, a lot of paperwork. I'm just finishing some paperwork. Are you... the diplomats I was being told about?
Yes, Iskandir Konis.
At this point, you just see the guy pop up, and it is a rather small lizard folk, only about 4 feet tall. You notice that he has a very kind of square head, and some slight ridges coming off along his jawline. And his desk is also appropriately sized. As you walk in, you notice that his desk is only about 3 feet off the ground. And you see that what you thought was candlelight was actually normal light, because a section of the rear wall seems to have been removed, and you just see stacks of paper in a small wooden bin behind it, which he has just popped out of. You must be the treasure drake. I am so sorry.
It's quite all right.
I am Dai. I meant to, well, if someone had told me properly, I would have at least rolled out. If not, a red carpet might be a little bit above my station. I'd have someone come and meet you and be a lot nicer than the brothers are.
No, they were quite friendly, actually.
Many travelers complain about them. I'm surprised that this is one of the few good reports. But, nice to meet you. I assume that these are your bodyguards, I was informed of?
Yes.
Okay. There's going to need to be some paperwork. I will also have to ask that you relinquish, your mercenaries. They don't have a contract on file with us. And he roots back around in the paper, and he goes, "None of you would happen to be named Sam, Tom, Thomas, Samoyed? No, that's... what the hell are some of these names in here?" He just starts, tossing them around. He goes, Colin, Durs, Josh, Adam, or Steele?
Nope, that's not either one of us.
Then we do not have you on file, and no offense, I'm not claiming that you are not legitimate members of state, but without an official license and a pre-scheduled visit, which I understand due to your circumstances was not an option. I am not supposed to allow more than one mercenary to be guarding an official. It's a matter of we had some Pyranians take advantage of it and cause some chaos in the city.
I see.
We didn't know that their mercenaries were Pyranian until they started flying the colors, and then some really strong dude came out and just broke one of their arms. Just grabbed it and snapped it, and then they ran away.
What? Holy crap.
Yeah.
Joe, Joe like takes a moment and like looks back. Does he see like a pile of papers that has like a list of diplomats' names?
Roll investigation.
All right. So like without trying to like be obvious about it, I like tilt my head back and I peek behind them while he's like talking to Iskandir. He said investigation, right?
Yeah.
5.
You see, for a second you catch a name, and it is and I'm gonna send it to you because I think it's gonna be funnier to see you attempt to pronounce it.
So for a second there, Joe looks over and is like, now, I believe I might actually be a pre-registered diplomat under your papers there.
Really? He like goes back to the stack. And you notice that his as soon as you hear that, his tail's first off, I forgot to mention, he has a tail. It is a rather small and blunt, like blocky, squarish.
Is he a Gila monster?
No. You're actually pretty close. And there's a reason I said you're gonna love the fucking Lizard Kingdom, considering you fucking love herpetology. And you notice that his tail is like a little bit, like the end is now like a little circular, and it's kind of like a little bit bigger.
It's a skink.
No,
Oh,
the skink men are another thing. They're not here.
damn it! Damn it!
However,
So
he's already back in the stack of papers, and he's like, what name are you on file?
you'll probably want to check under translators, right?
Okay.
I believe my name has been translated as to Riston.
He like feverishly kind of pulls through them, and he goes, I mean, I can check at the bottom of the stack, but I don't think
Fucking way.
I don't believe we have you as an official diplomat.
Do you have me under as perhaps a official translator or a regulated translator? I believe I could be under one of those.
No. The only translators we have are for the Infernal and the Abyssal and the Celestial, all of which I would know about before they came in. They're very fun. We can when you get to the city proper, you can fill out your translation paperwork. You just have to pass a few tests with the language. You just have to speak to a native speaker and prove you are proficient. It is an hour-long conversation.
Can I like? Now, no offense here. If this is like a violation of any rules or laws here, right? Would it be possible to do this test like here with one of your many Saurian individuals that we've seen around?
We do Saurian. He like kind of like backs away towards the little hole. He's like, please do not refer to any of our people as Saurians. It is a sore spot.
Oh.
Can
someone like explain that? Someone got mad when I mentioned the southern jungle, and it's been a while since I've been there.
So Saurian, etymologically speaking to humans, is a catch-all for lizard folk.
Oh.
Saurian academically, and he looks over at Meejo, as I'm sure your Wizard of the Black would be able to tell you, is meant to be a very specific type of lizard folk. It would be like if you walked up to a group of elves and you called them dwarves. While they may laugh at it, it's a sore spot for many of our people.
Under his breath in Elvish, he just says, "That's a classic joke." And then back in Common, he just goes, "All right, well, technically speaking, I'm not really a mercenary, so."
Well, like I said, the paperwork Geary has began to file is for the rest of you, besides Mr. Quinis, to be a guard of his until you make it to the city, wherein it will be decided what exactly to do with your diplomatic escort, I assume would be the proper term for the three of you.
Now, I do have to say, though, these are stipulating circumstances where a neighboring country is attacking a very well-known and reputable guild. So would there perhaps be a visa or a sort of what's the word? I looked over to Meejo. Like the word I'm failing to catch here. Exception.
Yes.
If you would like to remain with Mr. Iskandir, you are more than welcome to. However, he looks over at Iskandir very cautiously. He will not be entering the city on Mr. Theararts's boat.
This is true.
We have a separate transport.
Hopefully more guarded than my original one.
You are going to be taking an express ride on it. He looks down his paper and he goes, right now it says either dragon or rook.
Joe looks over and he's just...
a dragon, someone I could converse with on the journey. Very nice.
He like looks up confused. I don't mean to generalize, but you can actually converse with your elder brethren?
Yes. Are dragons different on the western side of the world?
He just looks down and goes, no, they just usually ask if I'm their lunch.
Interesting. They have a habit of eating people over here. That's
no. One of the ones that is used on patrols. Apparently, before Lord Hyotol domesticated him, he used to like snacking on uromastics. He said it was funny to watch us run into caves and try and hide.
That is awful.
There's a reason he's the patrol dragon. But he perks back up and his tail deflates and he goes, but I will have to ask you to remain here. The rest of you are welcome to either remain here or depart when Mr. Geararts does. There will be one problem. He's going to probably be bogged down in paperwork for a few days. Lord Hyotol has been doing his best to approve as many as he can, but there is much coming through. You'll probably be here for 4 or 5 days.
I have a question. As I was sent out from the guild, I thought I would be the first word here. But clearly someone has made it ahead of me.
Yes,
Who has sent you the message of my arrival or soon-to-be arrival?
I do not have his name.
His name?
Yes.
So it isn't my mother after all.
It is one of your guild members. He has been here for 2 months. He just washed up on shore one day, and
I see.
Lord Tull noticed him during his morning walk of the city walls and personally dragged him out of the water. Your kind apparently have a penchant for attracting the attention of the greats.
Joe leans over in Draconic and whispers, "What's a great?"
What do you mean? What?
A notable person.
Great, like the word, Joe.
Oh, wait, no, I said that in Draconic. So do you know Draconic?
Pretty sure.
Does everyone in the party know Draconic?
I mean, we're going to we're going to Yotolia.
I think most lizardmen know Draconic, actually.
Yes.
And
that's funny.
Just as an FYI, most lizardmen know Draconic. Isn't that right?
He just looks back and Draconic goes, yeah, but well, that's the thing. As he is an official guest of state of Lord Hyotol, there's not much paperwork, and as such, I only got the report that he was saved from a newspaper. And then a letter saying that if any of his guildmates were to come as they are supposed to be, they are to be treated in this manner.
Well, I hope it is Isawa.
He
was known for having a good word and a tact for diplomacy.
if the rest of you would mind, I do need to speak with Iskandir privately. If you would like to catch the ferry on the northern side of the encampment, there is the Hunter's Noose and the Quartermasters.
If there's anything we can do to like officially set myself up as a an official, I do have every intention of helping this place out.
Yes,
Likewise.
for now. I am loath to call it a bounty board, but that is what the passerbys do. Outside of the Hunter's Noose, there is a bounty board. I don't want to call it a problem, because he has solved several issues around here, but he is quite loud and obnoxious. I hope you don't meet him. We do have a mercenary who has currently been...
Who is this person?
People?
Don't...
Joe like perks up for a second.
He is a man in a sense, yes. If you'd like to take the
In a
ferry,
sense.
I can give you a just tell the ferryman that you are to be sent over to the Hunter's Noose to take any bounties if they are there. They are at your discretion. Obviously, you were here for as long as Geary needs to be to finish his paperwork, unless we have reason to believe he's not doing it, or he's intentionally dragging his feet. Yada yada, the same. Listen, I wasn't expecting to have a guest of state here today, so I need to start that paperwork, and I need to debrief Mr. Quinnis on some things that I am not at liberty to share with unapproved ears.
Understandable. Before we go, though, can I ask where, like, the nearest church or praying spot is?
Yes, we had a.
Besides the Hunter's Noose and the Quartermasters, there is a small barracks. Lodging there is one golden knight.
Golden Knight?
Yes. In the rear there is a shack with an effigy to every god that we could find. If there is one that is missing, please inform the master of the house, and he will have 1 week to add it. I understand it doesn't help you right now, but any wayward pilgrims of your faith will appreciate your forthcoming.
We appreciate
Well,
it. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, Joe, how much of her stuff did you pick up?
Pick up.
My man didn't even loot her corpse. What a loser.
She fell in the ocean!
I thought you'd like check her chambers for something or.
Oh, her chambers.
I'm sure they have a
Can
shrine.
Joe
Whatever
Loki, like,
wind
keep
goddess
all of her
you wish.
Reed's gold coin?
What?
You know
What?
We'll talk
Joe.
about that post session.
We
But,
we gotta leave that as for the next of kin.
well, yeah, I mean, I'm gonna have it in a separate bag so that way I can give it to the next of kin with the golden ring. Or the diamond ring, Iskandir gave me to give to the family.
Well, back to it.
Yep. All right. We'll leave you two to your conversation. We're going to the ferry so we can go find the church behind the golden place.
So as you're going to leave, you can hear a thunderstorm brewing in the distance. In fact, you can even see a bit of lightning on the horizon.
It's like it's gonna be a stormy one.
You think we can yell at it in giant and it'll go away?
No. That's a high level spell, buddy.
You know, it was worth a thought at least. All right.
One day.
So, one day. What do you think they're going to be talking about in there?
Well, if you want my guess, it's gonna be what his business here is and what he brought. Being from a merchant guild and all.
That's true. That is true.
Advice
You
on
thi-
where to sell it.
So
Well, nope.
while you guys are having your talks about but potentially trying to figure out what exactly is going on, the ferryman You relay that you were told that it would be free, and he just shrugs and goes, whatever.
Okay.
And just ferries you guys across. He doesn't seem one for conversation. He's a very, very old alligator man, and the entire time he's pretty much sitting with his back to you while he is rowing the ferry.
So, what made you become a ferryman?
He just turns around slowly, looks at you, and then goes back to rowing.
Well, then I pull out the Draconic and repeat the same question.
He turns around a little bit less slow this time, looks you up and down, and then goes back to rowing.
Now I pull out the Saurian.
I've got the perfect song for this.
Meejo, if he doesn't answer in this language, I think I might have to pull out the perfect song for this.
He looks at you
It
and
might
goes...
just be that he doesn't want to talk.
He just turns around and goes... Is that supposed to be an insult? And as he says this, instead of just turning his head, he turns his entire body to you. And you notice, since he has been sat down this whole time, you haven't really got a good look at him, but even sitting down, he's about like half a foot taller than you.
No, it's not an insult. I just didn't know what language you spoke because I've been from like many different lands, and you know, different people speak different languages and all that. And I haven't been here before. You know,
drowned to see Shanty too.
I'm just like, you know, I'm pretty far from home, and I haven't been this far out. You know what I mean? Like, I'm seeing a lot of new stuff now, and I don't know what languages people speak, and things are different from when I used to be in this area. I think.
Fair enough. And then he turns back around and goes back to rowing.
Well, like, do you think, like... Well, what makes a big guy like you want to be a ferryman? Like...
He just turns around and goes, human?
Yes?
And he takes his hand off the rose and he raises them up and gently taps one finger to your mouth and goes, shh, I'm enjoying the sounds of the sea. And then as you're rowing, you hear sea shanty too.
Can I start playing this song on my hurdy-gurdy?
You can.
Forgot you have a fucking hurdy-gurdy.
You absolutely can.
I'm playing this on my hurdy-gurdy very quietly at first.
How do you spell hurdy-gurdy?
Hurdygury.
Oh my god, no, there is a hurdy-gurdy version.
Yes.
Wow.
I'm not even joking, there's a hurdy-gurdy version.
Can you play it?
Oh my, that's so much. It's like not even cursed though. Sorry, no, I can't because I have to download it and I don't have my shit set up.
Wait, link it.
It's in the chat.
Oh my god, I'm gonna listen to this shit.
Low-key, this kind of slaps. I know this is a complete aside from D&D, but this shit slapping, yo.
It's okay.
kinda
We have time
does.
for a couple of those.
All
right,
we call this one a hood kill classic, Meejo.
All right, now. Damn it. That wasn't funny, but it made me laugh. Anyway, back on track. While the sea is shantying, you know, it only takes you guys a few minutes to get across. It's really weird that it felt like it took like 20 minutes. It's only like maybe 200 feet across from like shore to shore. Or it's actually, no, that sounds wrong. About 400 feet.
Nice song.
But, as you guys get on land, there's not quite like a road, but there is a path. It's a mix of paved with gravel and just where everyone has walked. And you can see there are quite literally 3 buildings here. It's more realistically 2 because it looks like the barracks is just attached to the tavern.
Oh, I forgot to ask you, Joel. Where are you planning on working here? Are you just being a mercenary? You seem kind of more of a, I don't know, a diplomat or talker.
Yeah, I never really thought too hard about that. You know, kind of going on long walks through the forest and just things changing fast, you know? But no, I'll be following you for a while here. I take it you're probably going to the quest board too, right? After we go into the church, right?
I need mercenary work, hoping to make myself useful to whoever posted those posters originally and advancing the art.
Well, you know what they say. The best duo is the most destructive duo. And my friend, you make a good pancake and a great coffee, so I can't leave you alone.
Well, I can't argue with that.
Those are
To the
really
church.
good at making cookout of bandits. So as you guys like head towards the building that has like a half falling off sign that just says quarters and barracks, you notice it's almost attached to the kind of, it's not, you know, it's not like a brick and mortar tavern and pub. But someone clearly, like, really tried to make this place look appealing. There's even a little bit of brickwork that is very clearly sinking into the swamp. And the sign out, there is a sign in the front that is like, you can tell it was originally hammered into the ground, and then it's just slowly fallen over, and whoever runs the place has had to pick it back up repeatedly. The hole that looks like it was originally a square is now just a big circle. And,
Wait, how did we discern that this was a circle hole? It used to be a square.
have you ever seen what it looks like when there's just a sign that has fallen over and someone has picked it back up repeatedly?
No,
Oh,
I'm new here.
I meant in... I swear to God, I will fucking fly out to your house to slap you for that. Fuck you. You know what I mean. I'm trying to paint a picture, dickhead. Okay, but... So you notice that there is the in comparison to everything else, really nice tavern. And they even have a little sign that shows like a deer's head and a noose, and it just says it says Hunter's Noose. Sans the. And then
Hunter's Noose.
And then attached right next to it is just, it's basically a 20 by 20 square of wood with a sign half hanging off that says barracks and lodging.
Yep, this looks like the place.
Looks over to Meejo. What was the name of the place again? Was it like the golden shower, the golden something?
I don't know about golden shower. Yeah, that's that. I hadn't caught it either. All I remember was the Hunter's Noose. I mean, I forgot. So we can just head inside and ask.
Yeah, let's just go in and ask. I feel like that'd probably be a good idea.
So do you guys walk into the much smaller dilapidated building or the really nice one?
Probably the nice one.
Yeah, the nice
don't
one.
know better.
So as you walk in, there is you walk into this small kind of dining area. It's decently well lit. You can see that a lot of the boards are kind of in different states of repair. You can tell which ones have been replaced most recently. It just screams that this poor dude is trying his best, right? And the poor dude is like a 5'4" half elf who is standing behind the counter with just the biggest smile on his face. It's like, oh, custom. Come in.
Hello, sir.
Hi, I'm Darren, proprietor of this fine establishment. You must be the diplomats I've heard about?
The party traveling with the diplomat, his guards.
Okay. Just so you guys know, if I'm not saying it is, but if gold happens to be tight, the lodgings at the barracks are significantly lower in price. No matter where you lodge every morning, breakfast here is 1 gold per person. And it will, I believe tomorrow we're having pterosaur eggs, and he looks down at a little like ledger in front of him, and he flips through and he goes, pterosaur eggs and wild boar.
Oh, nice.
Make that
Haven't
work.
had boar in years.
Yeah, we, a very, it, an adventurer has been, hunting a lot nearby. And he just brought in a whole boar, so we're cooking it before it spoils tomorrow morning.
All right.
Oh,
Is
nice.
it a common thing to just hunt random animals on the bounty board?
No, not at all. It wasn't even on the bounty board.
Oh,
He just brought it in
Oh.
and slapped it down and said it's the biggest boar I've ever killed, and then reached out his hand like I was gonna pay him.
okay. That seems kind of environmentally unstable.
Little did he know he just wanted a high five.
You may
So-
have wanted a high five. Have you considered that?
Potentially. He's also tall and has the head of a dog, so I was quite scared.
Wait, he like leans over to Meejo, like, Meejo,
Hmm.
didn't we see Dogman or something like that? What's his name? Dogman or whatever? Like fighting off like the big creatures.
Yeah.
You remember Dogman?
Kind of.
I think we've seen him.
Oh no.
We describe him from what we've seen.
No, you guys didn't see him, you heard about him. There's this distinct difference.
Yeah.
Joe like describes
Describe
like
him.
some completely different person, some other random person pulling off insane feats from some time long lost.
Oh. There's more than one of them here? That's
Wait, there's another one?
Yes, the one I'm talking about is wearing a big griffin skull on his shoulder and carries around... I don't even know what the javelin is made of. He said something about krakens when I asked.
Oh, did he meet one out on the waves? We heard about that.
Either way, he's currently lodging in the bunkhouse. If you would make the mistake of introducing yourself to him.
Making the mistake of introducing ourselves. My friend, I think that would be a great decision for us.
Okay. But before you do that, I'm about to go post our need for some food on the quest board. Would you like to take it before he wakes up and clears the whole board again?
Pass me the paper, let's see it. What's
He
it
hands
need?
He hands it to you, and it's got this all official, like, hear ye. Do you read the official part or just skip to the bottom? That's basically a grocery list.
I just skipped straight down to the TLDR.
So in real time, Meejo can see Joe read the top, and then it just eyes flip straight to the bottom of the page, where it says, for the next week's food, we humbly request a hunter or adventurer to bring us some assorted dinosaur meats, as we are attempting to host a feast for the dock workers and construction and the architects. We will need at least 3 haunches of raptor and 2 eggs of any flavor of dinosaur. In parentheses, it just says, the flavor does not matter, we just need eggs for the cake.
He passes down the paper to Meejo so Meejo can take a look. Like, now if we bring in extra, do we get extra pay?
As long as you don't cause an environmental catastrophe, yes. We originally didn't put specific numbers on them.
What made you put specific numbers on it? People not taking it?
Sounds like
Quite the opposite. Overzealous hunters. And overzealous hunter.
Oh. That's... Oh, I know which one you're talking about. The one in the bunk?
I hope he's still in the bunk. But
Now, we did lose a companion on our way here, so I'm sorry to interrupt, but where's your nearest church from here?
Oh, I'm so sorry. The church, if you go into the bunkhouse, don't hang a right, at least to their train. If you walk in and hang a left, at the very rear wall, you will see, I've attempted to maintain all of the, religious artifacts people have brought. If there's anything missing, please let me know. I have a week to get it, but I can try and get it within a couple of days if need is really there.
Do you mind if I light 2 candles over there?
As long as you don't burn down the bunkhouse, I'm quite fine.
Awesome, awesome. Meejo, we got ourselves our first job again.
And a nice place to performed a little ritual.
Facts.
We're gonna have to invite Iskandir.
Yeah, I wonder how long he's gonna be over there doing his diplomat thingy. He probably won't be even allowed over here.
Hope that isn't the last time we see him. We gotta get the invite.
That's true.
So, are you guys just walking to the bunkhouse, I assume?
Yeah, we're just walking straight to the bunkhouse after that.
So you open up the bunkhouse door, and surprisingly, it's not, like, completely falling apart. The door doesn't feel like it would shatter if you punched it, but it's still quite old. A couple of the planks are obviously decaying. But opening it inside's not the worst. It's just rows upon rows of hammocks with a chest at the foot of every single one of them.
Pink.
And numbered locks. And as soon as you walk in, you hear this ungodly loud snoring.
Pink.
Is it Dogman?
Shink.
Are you saying that he's... Oh, no.
He's not snoring, he's grinding something. Sharpening.
Okay. My bad. You walk in and you hear this
Shink.
very methodical, slow grinding noise. Repeating at the exact same tempo. Repeatedly.
Which sounds like someone sharpening a cutting knife.
Well,
Hey.
obviously, let's go introduce ourselves. He said it would be a great person to meet.
Hey.
So walk over to the guy grinding the knife.
So the first thing you notice is that his fur is sopping wet.
You also see him covered head to toe in metallic bones. And he's not sharpening a knife. It seems to be a bronze khopesh.
Ooh.
Which, would Joe know what a khopesh is?
Yes.
And on his waist seems to be another Null's skull covered in a weird metal with a marking on it.
Does Joe know what that is?
The skull or the sword?
The skull.
Well, would that be
I mean,
Would
we
be
were
insight
told that it
because he's
was
just recalling what it is.
we
Yeah.
were told that it was.
It wouldn't be anything well known,
I was
actually.
about to say, yeah, like, gnolls
is-
don't really live outside of their little corner where they do their infighting and harass trade caravans.
Or, well,
Or-
we'll get to
Or
that.
entirely keep to themselves.
We'll get to that.
Well, that's a fancy little khopesh you got there, man.
Atticus?
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're not Atticus.
Who's Atticus?
Feeling
All
tiny
right.
hole.
Shink.
Oh, that's my buddy Meejo.
Attic? No, you're not Atticus either.
Who's Atticus?
Rat. The person I'm supposed to be guarding. Have you seen the rat man with a funny hat?
No.
Yay, hi. Drinking problem?
Would he be at the bar?
Well, he would be on the boat that I jumped off of. Do you have a boat?
We came in on a boat. We had a friend who
Oh.
fell off the boat into the glass sea.
Where is she?
Not alive or existing
I was fine.
somewhere.
Stink.
Wait, you can survive that sort of thing? So she might
What?
be alive?
Was
Would
it
she?
dangerous to be out there?
Joe just like looks over to Meejo and he's like, I'm pretty sure I watched someone get destroyed by souls, but is it safe? Now I'm wondering, but I can't like look at it without going blind. Can you look at it without going blind?
Well, I mean, you know how it was for me. It was
And also, you say clear sea, not.
it was just a big ocean of, well, I mean, clear looking water.
It was an ocean of faces and screams for me.
Hmm. Well, that makes the 80th people I've asked about Atticus. This isn't good.
How long ago
How many
did you
jobs
like?
I do, it doesn't give to me any bloody passage.
Ooh.
So, nice to meet you. We're.
Oh, yes, Akir.
Is that your name?
Yes, my name is Akir.
Good to meet you. And my name's Meejo Gimijolo.
My name's Joe Badguy.
Akir of the Shakir tribe. How do you say it in common? Bone dancers.
Born.
What's up with the fancy little skull there? Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, the metallic
Which
bones
skull?
and all.
You notice there's about like 7 on him.
Well, I want to say the fancy one right there.
Which one?
It just points
not-
the one on
you're
like his left side.
The huge one.
Yeah, the big one.
Ah, that one. It's a bit of a tradition in my tribe to, well, when someone dies, to put their bones in metal and decorate them. In the crypt normally, though my mother wished to be carried.
Oh.
It's nice to see someone carrying around the family legacy. What?
You're carrying around the family legacy and, you know, the whole carrying body parts. That was unironically funny.
Oh, no. Don't get me mistaken. The rest are people I've killed.
Oh, okay. Which one was the most fun you've had killing?
Probably the griffin.
The griffin.
Yes, I killed it when I was 12? 12. With a knife.
Holy. That's someone to compare up against my old dad. Back when he was 12, he used to just hunt the ever-living shit out of giant boars.
Oh, speaking of, you're the guy who brought that big old boar in, right?
You mean the oversized pig
Yes.
Yeah.
with the tusks
Mm-hmm.
in the fur?
But I mean, cool little thing about pigs is if they break out of their pens and get out in the wild, they start growing tusks and fur too.
Wonder if goats have the same thing.
Have you ever fought like a giant goat with horns and a fang?
No, but I fought a Dracolich.
What the hell's a Dracolich?
How?
How?
How? Are you? I just look. I know what a Dracolich is, buddy.
Well,
How?
isn't that a story? A long story.
Well, I'm sure it compares
I don't
to
know if I want to share this story with you. After all, I need to find who I'm supposed to protect anyways, and doing these jobs has gotten me nowhere.
Well, do you need help finding your little rat friend? Or rat boss? Rat man?
He would be on... Well, he's probably already in the main city, so the best place to look for him would be the main city, but I can't get to the main city.
Oh,
No, paperwork!
Bureaucracy, you
paperwork.
son of a bitch!
How do we get officially signed in to this place?
So far from what I understand, it's something of filling out as many jobs as you can, but as you see with me, they haven't filed me through.
This.
What are your names?
Meejo Gimijolo.
Oh, my
And
name's
you,
Joe
human?
Badguy. I'm Joe Badguy.
Are you Pyranian?
No, I am from the Feywilds.
The Fey what now?
You know, a lot of people give me that look. It's
Well,
you know, it's
I've
like the
never
woods,
heard
but
of
you know,
this.
big. It's like the woods, but like bigger. You know, you can go into the bushes and then just be there. It's like every other time I go through the forest, I just end up at my house and I'm
I
just
haven't
chilling.
seen many woods in my lifetime.
Hold up.
I'm
No,
used to
no.
the Shahani.
This is completely unrelated, but I just thought of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joe is young Lionel Johnson. I'm sorry. I had to. I had to.
I haven't seen many woods in my lifetime. I'm mostly used to the Shahanisa, or as your kind unceremoniously call the Waste.
Ooh.
Okay, I need to turn off sea shanty. It's too whimsical for me.
Now, a little something about myself, a little icebreaker for all of us here is that, well, I know a shitload of languages.
What's
Meejo
ice?
makes them. Oh, well, it's like water, but frozen, like cold, so cold that it becomes hard and becomes a rock. And you can beat
What?
people to death with it. But an icebreaker is like a metal tool you use to break up ice. So that way it's not like blocking your doors and windows. And an icebreaker in a conversation here in common, when someone says an icebreaker, it's just like a term, just a way of getting to know somebody a little easier.
You say a lot of unfamiliar terms, and I do want to clear this with you. Do not speak down to me. I'm no fool.
Well,
Just
no, I'm not speaking down or anything. It's just simply putting...
Inexperienced with the world outside the dunes.
Honestly, same here with me and the Feywilds. So I think we'll get along on that front at least.
But you have been here longer than us. Could you?
Oh yes, it's swamps, jungle, rain, dinosaurs.
Do you think you
Dinosaurs.
could
Undead T-Rexes.
What?
show us the? Okay, this place has an undead problem. Good to know. Do you think you could show us
There's
the?
some kind of event that everyone keeps talking about massive undead Armageddon.
A
Never
what?
experienced it back home, so... Seems overblown.
Okay, but anyway, we just got a quest to get as much food as we can, dinosaur-wise. Not as we can, sorry. Specific amount of a specific amount of dinosaur.
Oh, you mean
meat
hunting
for a
the
feast.
raptors? I was about to go out and do that. That's why I'm sharpening my blades.
Well, I figured that you probably know your way around more than we do. Us just.
Oh no, not at all. I just kind of walk in, find something, kill it, walk out.
Okay.
The
Well, I mean,
Iskandir
do you-
method leaves much to the imagination.
Do
It's not
do you know
Iskandir,
how
it's the
to,
Kira.
Or sorry, my bad. The Akir method.
You
It's
go
the
north,
Akira.
then
It's
go
the
down.
no. It's Akir's hunting algorithm. The Akir algorithm.
But you still know how to get there and back. So
Of
are
course.
you okay if we follow you? After, of course, that we set up for our friends.
Oh, wait, no, my
Does
bad.
she even need a funeral? She might be alive.
I'm gonna do the funeral. I heard a lot of screaming of pain.
Okay.
And I also need to
better
like pray to
safe
my
than
family.
sorry, I suppose.
Well, either way, I plan to set out tonight.
Should give us enough time.
Oh,
Would
definitely.
make it more interesting than nighttime predators. So the end of element-
Are you going after the nighttime predators? Is this the thing? Because I am so happy to swap this encounter around.
Yep, I'm down for
Akira's
it.
planning to hunt raptors at night.
I'm so happy.
Give them a little bit of a chance in his mind.
I'm so happy I get to use the nighttime monsters. This is so much better. Okay, you guys keep going. I'm sorry. I'm gonna alter the. We're changing the encounter real quick on my side.
By the way,
Stream gets to see this. You guys keep
can I
going.
give you more of a inspection before I decide to travel with you?
Well, that's pretty respectable.
Good.
As
You
Joe
just
says,
need
as
to-
he like.
I
lights
proceed
two
to start
candles and gets
patting
ready
you
to
down.
Put it down.
So you say
Oh.
you are from the Feywilds, yes?
Yes, I am.
Any weapons on you?
Multiple.
Name all of them.
All of them. Off the
Yes.
top of my head. Well, I got this scimitar. This I have this shield here.
Body
This
crap.
crossbow. This
Body
long
crap.
sword.
Sorry, crap.
The shovel, an iron pot. The remains of
Holy
Rocky.
crap. That doesn't need to be perfect.
I got this coin that always lands on heads.
Why would
My
you
trusty
need a coin that
hurdy-gurdy.
lands on heads?
And this
Strange
cursed
instrument?
magic bag of sword shards.
I've seen
Don't touch the
worse.
bag, by the way.
I've seen worse. Okay, little fellow, now you.
Well.
Where are you from?
Me, I'm from. What's the name of it, Mason?
Oh my god, why do I forget? I should know this off the top of my
The
head.
barony of something.
Yeah, I'm trying it. The Barony de Lafayette.
Well, I'm from the baronies.
Never heard of it. What's its relation to Seal?
Well,
Positive, negative.
probably pretty positive. Trade partners, I know that.
I see. Good. Are you at all, or have ever been either of you assassins?
Well, kinda.
He like looks at him and like, I look like the most generic man ever. I don't think I could possibly be an assassin.
That is
killed.
why assassins are good at being assassins, because they do not stick out.
If you call burning down an entire bandit camp an assassination, I mean, there were deaths.
No, I call that justice.
That's true.
Then no.
So I assume you guys are headed out at night while having
Not
these
yet, not yet.
conversations.
Akira is doing his job of patting them down and investigating them, so he knows they're not assassins for Atticus.
Fair.
Any poisons?
Nope.
I don't carry any poisons on me. That's a little weird.
He's literally just inspecting all your wares. Huh,
That
funny
ain't
rock.
conjured anyway.
What is this made of? He holds up the jade statue you were given to by Iskandir.
That specifically is jade. And it's kind of a keepsake, so.
Okay. Probably not the person. Good. Sorry about that. But
Well, I should also probably mention that I'm a black mage in training, so
oh, what?
that's black mage, as in like completely focused on the destruction magic
He
mage.
chuckles at you. I think any words you're saying to me now are falling on deaf ears.
Okay.
Forgive my ignorance.
Well, you'll see. Let's just say.
I hope to.
Thank you, Meejo. You just very vaguely reminded me of this. If someone asks my name, just only tell them my name is Joe. Do not mention the bad guy. I have no clue what the reaction is going to be.
Bad guy.
Yeah, a lot of people think it's name.
Guy?
I'm not a bad guy.
You
I
don't
just
say
got a
that
terrible
bad to
name.
me. Who gave you that name?
Well, it was my wife's last name, and it was tradition in the family to take the wife's last name. And then she got murdered, and that's a whole different story. So now I'm like doing a little thing here.
Ah, my condolences.
Oh, it's fine.
Well, I can tell that both of you are not assassins. I've killed 50. But my Hairy/friend is recently drawn someone's scrupulous attention. So the sooner I get back with him to see that he is alive, still breathing, and that I still have some form of income and a way to travel around, the better.
So completely, did I ever tell you what the plan was for Atticus?
No. You did
Okay,
not.
perfect. We're somehow every time you write a character, we're on the same wavelength. Thank fuck. I'm kind of upset I've never told you, because that's actually on point. My bad.
You've played with me long enough to know. As to how an explorer, adventurer, extraordinaire, he says sarcastically while waving his hands, manages to get himself into a bad blood, I have no idea. Maybe it's because he's a noble. Either way, we should set out soon, because sun is setting. So, are you two ready to go?
Well, one little funeral first, but we can get that one. real
Funeral.
fast.
Well, where is the body?
Let's see.
As soon as you start this, Joe must make 3 religion checks.
Oh, lordy.
Here, I'll give you a hand. I know how the... Well, I've seen the funerary rites being done.
Said
Oh, my
religion
bad.
check?
And a wisdom check. Or a wisdom save.
Akira's gonna assist Joe Badguy if he
1,
decides to follow
2,
them.
3.
Okay.
And then you said a wisdom save?
You can re-roll the 5.
Alright. All right, and a 20.
Yep, and then a
you said
wisdom
a
save.
wisdom save?
Yeah.
19.
So as you just start saying things that you think sound right based on what you know and heard while invading someone else's vision quest, so there is a thunderstorm that is brewing behind you, but suddenly there is like a localized almost tornado in the room. Nothing gets flung off the walls. So all the other religious idols actually don't move, but the room starts to shake and all of your clothes, like it is basically a tornado centered on the three of you. And
Akira is enthralled by what's going on around him.
there is
Windy.
Joe hears just a quiet thank you, and then it just cuts out. It started and then ended.
Was that a god?
Yeah, I have a
Your god
bit of a
touched like
friendship
me.
with them.
He grabs you.
I got a bit of a friendship.
Are you also a Flint?
What is that?
Maybe I should say this with you while we are walking. That is much of an explanation.
That sounds like an efficient
Oh.
choice.
Come.
So as
Joe.
the sun has gone down and the storm has rolled in, you guys start your trek, and
Nothing like rain.
you see, as you guys like actually go to leave, you see Darren starting to close up shop, and he's like, are you guys heading out at night to hunt?
Yes, I want to give them a
Yeah.
chance.
Best predators. are at night.
And the rain will make it even more fair for them.
Yep. You get him, Akir.
Still, it won't be fair, though. They break so easily. Yes, as I was saying. So, gnolls. There are two species of gnoll. There are normal gnolls, which, well, as far as you people know, are still fearsome in their own right. And then there are also gnoll flins. In your old tales, you had words of demigods, half-gods, yes?
Yep, that sounds right.
That is what a gnoll flint is, akin to a demigod, blessed by either the Cursed One, or the Twin Mothers. My tribe worships the Twin Mothers, with its two war chiefs being the embodiment of it. Well, I say war chief, it's really not a war chief at all, but you all call us warriors or something of the likes. Not farmers, craftsmen, or anything of the sort, like my people. But to put it bluntly, there is one war chief and one of Hearth, and flins are rare.
My
Yeah,
bad.
I see.
For some
There
reason,
can only be about 200 at a time. And a male flint is, well, practically unheard of. That's the reason why I left, because I don't want to draw too much attraction to myself, personally.
Joe like takes a second, like ponder on the information he's just been given, and he just looks over
Something
and he's like,
that's
"Well,
really strange here that always grabs me is the fact that
no,
male
fuck off.
leaders.
Fuck off. How do you remember? That was literally 2 years ago now. How do you remember that?
there's a lot of male leaders. Where I'm from, there's only female leaders.
I know exactly what you're referencing. How do you remember?
What, the matriarchy that he comes from?
Oh, I thought you were... No, nothing. Something. Sorry, something else. I thought you were hinting at something else.
No, he's just saying he comes from a matriarchy.
Okay, I thought you were talking about something else, and I was about to say, how in the fuck do you have eidetic memory
What
like
is
that?
it? What is
Nothing.
it?
It's something to do
I do
with
have
this battle
eidetic
map.
memory. What is it?
It's something to do with this battle map.
Oh, yeah, that's right. This is the battle map with the boss man, right?
No.
Huh.
Similar
Are you
battle map,
sure?
no cigar.
Damn. Well,
Joe
either
thinks
way.
on what was told though, and looks over and he's like, "Well, I didn't grow up in a matriarchy like you, just a regular old small village. It was more communal than anything, and
Of course it's communal. It has to be. There's not much in the desert, and we have only one of the few fertile places to live.
So while you are having this elucidating conversation, there is a just ear-piercing shriek that comes from the direction you guys are heading. And you also
And
see
this
a
is where the fun begins.
beam of light in the distance, and you hear someone yell, "God damn it!"
you think they need help?
Please roll perception, Meejo and Joe. Joe gets advantage on this.
Woo! Nat 20.
Fuck me, God, you didn't even need it.
I think he got it. So.
Yeah, he did. So you recognize this voice because it's not really human. It's a good friend that you tried to convince to turn over a new leaf has come to find you.
I think I hear an old friend over this way, or see him.
I hope you know what I'm talking about.
Is your friend a dinosaur?
Maybe.
And looking through the reeds, it's quite hard to make out, but you even see what appears to be a little green man
Oh, it's him!
floating, not towards you, but away from something.
What the heck is that thing?
That's a. Wasn't his name like Blackbeard or something in the story?
The one you guys got told about was Old Ironhide.
Do I hunt
Wait.
it?
Did we like hear what this guy's name was?
No, he got mad that you called him Old Ironhide.
I'm a hunt it.
When
I'm gonna
when
wave to him.
you
Hi,
like,
old friend.
do you actually yell over to him?
Oh, wait
Why
a
not?
That puck is fine. I can use that.
he turns to see you, and then he just fades into the floor.
Well, he's probably gonna kill all of us now, but that's okay.
And what you see instead,
I get to fight
Kinda-
ghosts. Yes.
Kind of look familiar. Is that a downer show?
What is that?
What you see instead is what at a distance appears to be a bright red raptor, and it looks at you and lets out a very loud scream.
Ooh, I haven't killed this one before. This will be fun.
How fun is fun? Because I need you to roll initiative. But also I need to check something real quick, because I need to make sure I'm about to use this right. Because I've never used this spell before, personally, so I don't actually know the rules around it.
Yay, I got a good roll.
Oh, it's
You didn't put the
raptor
thing
time.
up.
Oh,
You didn't put the thing up.
Me-
Yeah,
Oh,
do you
my
have
bad, my
the turn counter up?
There we
Yeah,
go.
you did it anyways.
Alright, so as soon as it sees you, it lets out an ear-piercing screech, and
Ooh,
it's
calling for
suddenly
more of them.
it's suddenly surrounded by a silver mist,
Eh.
and then it appears a hell of a lot closer to you.
They can teleport.
That's one of them horror characters that I hear from them books.
This will be fun.
Eat a dick.
Pulls out both the Kopeshes.
Wonder if that's natural or if it knows and learned it.
I mean, there are teleporting spiders.
Sorry, I need to find.
There's a what?
Yes.
Teleporting
Joe just looks
spiders.
over and just like, there's a what?
Teleporting spiders. Call them phase spiders. They're fun.
Well, I mean,
Also
technically,
surprisingly tasty.
they phase into a different dimension, so they're kind of teleporting.
That is horrifying. Like we're all just like conversating as this thing just stares at us and screams.
Yeah, sorry, I'm trying to. I figured there would be something listed here for an initiative modifier, but it looks like there isn't one, so I get to do this manually. Cool. We'll put Joe on the bottom. All right. So, has anyone beat Akir? Actually, this is the only one I didn't have written down in advance. God damn it. Alright. So, while everyone is fixating on everything else going on, please roll a dexterity save, Akir.
Okay. 11.
Okay, you said so. As you start to like move to respond, and I'm assuming giddily charge the raptor.
Yes.
But as you take that first step of your run, you feel something grab your leg, and you look back and see a root that seems to be trying to wrap around your leg, and you still take off running, but
Piss off.
the root reaches after you for a moment before
Piss off,
quickly
land,
giving
I'm
up as
killing
soon as you
things.
say something.
Piss off, land, I'm hunting.
I'm sorry?
Piss off, land, I'm hunting.
Begone, Earth.
I cast no land.
Oh my
I tell the
god.
land to fuck off.
Alright. Okay. Oh my god, what do you do for your turn?
Is it right there, or has it moved?
No, it's there. Its initial reaction was the teleport.
Oh, it's a little bit away. Come here, get closer. Get closer. Come on, you. Alright, well, I'm gonna just move. Let's see here. How do I set it to measure while I'm moving?
You have to do the measure and then move. I think you can hold. Is it shift? Or is it
No, there
control?
we go.
There's one of them. There's a button you can hold to measure.
Let's see here. So 1, 2, 3. Come here.
I'm sorry. The like 6-foot tall hyena man is running up to the mutant raptor with no skin and just saying, "Come here,
Come here, boy." He's readying an
Come here, cutie.
attack action. Both of them.
Okay. Let me just move some things around real quick.
He's readying both of his Kopeshes. I do have extra attack. How are we gonna deal with the whole Kopesh thing, the dual wielding?
It'll be. I mean, we'll do the dual wielding rules. Where do you have the dual wielding feat?
Is Akir still
Yeah, I
listed
do.
in class?
He's a
Kier
paladin
is a
now.
I think this. I don't think paladin. I think paladin still needs the dual wielding feat to not have the minus on.
I took it anyways.
Oh, you have the dual wielding feat.
Yeah, I took dual wielder.
Oh yeah, no. Then naturally you can have each. You can do an attack with each weapon. I think it's -2 for your offhand weapon though. If
No,
you have
that's the offhand just doesn't get the
Bonus.
the either dex or strength bonus to the damage. But if he took that dual wielder, then he should be fine.
Okay, my bad. I'm probably thinking about without dual wielding.
Yep.
Let me go ahead and get the proper music.
Also, I want you to know you should pay attention to the map. Something's off.
Anyway. That's a lot louder than I meant. There we go. Anyway, it is... wait, gotta move this guy. And then, you see your buddy, Old Ironhide, pop out of the ground. Just behind the raptor.
I get to kill a ghost too.
Isn't that an oxymoron?
Ironheart, my buddy!
I'm
He-
sure there's double health.
As soon as you say that, he spits on the ground, and you can see the grass literally like deteriorate from it.
Do you have bones?
Oh, hey, I remember you. I thought you were part of a dream.
Excuse me, do you have bones?
No, he was real.
So at this point, the front raptor charges straight at Iskandir, and
You skip my
Akir?
turn?
oh my bad. I did. I forgot. I'm so sorry.
You.
Also, it's a Kier Mason. This is going to take a bit for you, isn't it?
Yes. I'm already awful with names, bro. This is just designed to make my life harder.
All right.
Yeah, we need to get the Fantasia music on the soundtrack. Is what we need.
Speaking
really
of
do.
Fantasia, Meejo's gonna start forming his little sparkles in the air, and it's gonna create a little beautiful star right here for the flaming sphere.
Oh,
Here, I'll just draw you.
I was about to say, do you just want to draw a circle? Because if you draw it, you'll be able to move it. And I'm trying to remember.
Oh, for the circles,
There we go. Are you able to move it on the first turn?
I would conjure it right next to the raptor anyway. So.
Okay, yeah. So it's only the monster ends its turn next to it, though. But I see what you're going for.
Well, I mean, it's a bonus action to move it, so yes.
You
Technically.
can just.
Oh yeah, okay.
repeatedly
I just read the bonus action part. You can slam it into something. That's funny as hell.
It's not too much damage, but it's guaranteed. And it's gotta make a dex save.
It's a deck save. One moment.
Oh, Mason. Question about smites.
Yes.
Do smites proc on crits? Like
Yep.
automatically?
Yeah.
No, I mean, you just choose when you use this smite.
Okay. But I can choose to do it when it hits, right? It's been a while since I played it.
Yes.
Yes.
Like when you hit something, you can choose to use the smite. It's not like use
Got
up
it.
or anything if you miss.
Got it.
And then I'm trying to make sure this thing doesn't have any. It has no resistances and no weaknesses, so it manages to dodge out of the way, but you can smell that you singe its tendons, considering it seems to have no skin. Which, now that it is in full view, you can see that it has no skin, no eyes. It is a motley collection of muscle, tendon, and bone, but it still has teeth, and in places where there would be scales, like such as on the tail and feet, there are what appear to be stones, almost.
Man, these raptors
Oh,
are kind of ugly.
That thing's undead.
Oh.
Explains the ghost. That's my turn.
The dopey yells, "I have nothing to do with these freaks of nature."
Oh,
All right,
So,
respectable.
Do
We don't
we
have to
kill
fight
the
you, man.
ghost or no kill the ghost?
I am
Don't kill the
going to
ghost.
feast on your souls.
Do you have bones?
Come on, man. Like, we, dealt with you last time. Can we, just agree to, be a little negotiable this time?
You have irrevocably soiled my honor.
Do you
But we
have
can
bones?
irrevocably fix your honor, too.
He he just stops and cocks it and just goes, "What?"
Do you have bones?
We
can irrevocably
fix his honor.
I have to collect a skull here somewhere.
Please roll 1d8.
Who?
Iskandir.
Akir.
Akir, fuck.
Akir.
6.
You've inflicted... the collective stupidity has inflicted 6 psychic damage on the poor Duffy.
You know, so I can wear it as a trophy? Give this one here, this one here.
While this is going on, oh, hold up. Let me pull up the thing for this spell before I...
If the raptor gets in range of me, I was gonna say my ready action will probably go off, right?
Oh, did you ready in action? My bad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was readying the action to strike at him in full force with basically all my attacks.
I'll let you do
Or at least an
one
attack.
I was gonna say, I'll
Got
let you do one pair of attacks, but I don't think
Alright.
off turn you should be able to drop a whole fucking turn.
Right, that's fair.
Yeah.
First one is that's not right. Hold on. There we go. Does a 12 hit?
No.
Alright. Does a 25 hit?
Yes.
7 slash.
We got the spoopy music.
Hell yeah.
Alright, 7 slashing?
Yeah.
So this monster has just had the sun ran into it. And you've managed to carve a nice chunk out of its leg as it lets out this just ear-piercing screech. And it's even funnier because looking inside of it, you can tell that it doesn't have vocal cords.
Not too loud. You're very close. It's very rude.
Speaking of rude... Let me make sure I'm not about to fuck this up. That's not the right character sheet. There we go. What's the dex? +3? Okay. A 17 hits a Kier, right?
No.
No?
No.
Oh. So, as a Kier is insulting the monster that he just carved a flank off of, oh no, I have to. I'm gonna leave this up to the dice. D100. All right. So you hear another screech coming from. Let me move this so it's actually the right spot. Coming from pretty much directly in front of you, as another raptor. That you notice seems to have been stalking around. Jumps up and as it lets out a screech, 3 gigantic rays of fire shoot past you and light the patch of ground behind you on fire.
Ooh, that's neat.
And then it charges. Wait, hold on. Does it have enough movement? Because this is difficult terrain. It does not. Now, that turns over. It's Joe's turn.
Well,
Why are there like 100 Akirs over here?
that's what I'm wondering.
Fixed.
Well, Joe is a pretty reasonable guy. I'm gonna take... Now, Mason, let me ask you this real quick. From a player to DM, praying to God here, right? Do you think it's plausible that Joe could persuade the Duppy to assist them in this battle if Joe agrees to make his honor recovered?
Do I need to remind you what happened last time you tried to reason with him?
I mean, he is evil. He is a trickster, don't get me wrong. But his honor's already been fucked, so I feel like this would actually be a situation where it could work.
Roll history. Roll history.
All right, give me a sec. I'm going down to history. A 3.
You think it's a fantastic idea?
Well, obviously.
I'm a
First thing I'm gonna do. All right, so Joe's gonna move over here, right? And the Duppy can hear me.
Yes.
So,
I mean, you have to
Joe,
yell, but like, he can hear you.
yeah, Joe thinks to himself, right, that this Duppy is clearly going to love this idea. So he yells over to the Duppy. Duppy, hear me out, or whatever you are. What's your name? I didn't actually get it.
You just hear like a grumble.
Hear me out on this one. I have a lifespan that extends over the hundreds, and I'll be traveling near and far anyways with my compatriots here, and they have bared witness to your splendor. So, if we agree that we can spread your tale of your horrors upon many nations and lands and seafarers and so on about your lands and your water, we could restore your honor to an even greater position than it was before.
It doesn't seem that scary to me.
He yells back and says, "If we shake on it."
I'm not touching your hand, you fucker. We know what that you do last time.
Shake or no deal.
You're lying to me. You're gonna touch my arm again and take out my chunk.
It doesn't really seem that scary to me.
Well, you know what they say.
I guess he can't learn.
So then, immediately, as soon as Joe finishes that sentence, He says you're gay and casts vicious mockery.
I fucking hate you.
Well, it seems we've come at an impasse. You're gay.
You're gay. You're gay.
I need the vine boom on my soundboard. You're
needed
making me
mine.
pull up his fucking character sheet so I can find his stuff, you bastard. Hold up. Monsters, tome, there we go, Dumpy. What is it? It's a wisdom
DC
save?
14 wisdom save, yeah.
Oh my dear fucking lord.
And now he has disadvantage on his next attack roll it makes before the end of its next turn. And for my bonus action, I'm going to stand there and be menacing.
Okay. I don't know how menacing you can be.
I know, I look like just some white dude.
Akir, please roll perception.
Oh yeah, sure. Also, I just realized something.
Alright, I'm back.
The flaming sphere is flanking that raptor, right?
Yes.
So I would have flanking, right?
You will on your turn, yes.
I see. Good.
The only reason it didn't apply was because...
21, nat 20.
Ah.
Oh my god.
You can tell that there is something directly behind you, and you hear very faint noises.
Is it raptor noises?
It is raptor noises. About 2 feet behind you.
Come out, little fellow, I can hear you.
You also hear rustling in the moss bed nearby. But it's moving away from the fire.
Did this one end its turn near the fire?
Yes, it did. Thank you for reminding me. That's 2d6, yeah. Roller. Alright. So, Akir's turn. How's this going?
I'm gonna start swinging.
And also the fire is spreading behind Akir.
That's a wide fire there.
What started that fire?
Scorching Rays. A double
I see.
cast of Scorching Rays.
Dinosaur, you were supposed to not light any fire, so you would have advantage.
Here, yeah, actually, you're right. Akir's taking his turn. I need to fix the music.
Does a 14 hit?
No.
Oh, that's a low roll.
I mean, you have 4 rolls, though, don't you, technically?
Yeah. Does a
Jesus!
24 hit?
You just want to roll the last 2.
Oh yeah, sure. 15?
Oh my god.
14? No.
Okay, you just turned this fucker into sashimi. like, Akir, after insulting a dinosaur that no one sees or hears besides him, fucking hears stains of time through dimensions and hits a fucking a 20 hit combo on this fucker.
Yo performs Stains of Time on the hurdy-gurdy.
No.
Akira is literally dancing with his blades.
You know what? You're right. I think we have someone who carries this theme better than the previous one. That is still so fucking loud. Oh my god. There we go.
So that's a total of 21 slashing?
Yeah, it's dead.
Thereafter. I assume it's dead.
It is. It's dead.
Awesome. I'm just gonna do like a whirlwind of death, slice it down, and as it's slicing it down, I'm gonna catch its head with one of my blades and throw it behind me into a pack.
The Dumpy condescendingly claps as he sees this.
And then I'm gonna proceed to go to where I heard, or obviously know where the raptor is, and kick it in the face.
Roll. Are you just gonna like punch at the air?
No, where it is, because I rolled. I assume
You
I
rolled
know
a nat
exactly
20.
where it is with the perception check, right?
Well, it stopped moving and making noises after you said something to it.
Yeah, so it's right where I know where it is. So.
It's like right behind you, roughly.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna kick it in the face.
Please,
as I turn
please,
around.
please roll a d20 with no modifiers.
What?
You guys see Akir go to kick the... Just, for some reason, he turns around and does, like, a field goal kick? And,
Yeah.
oh my god, no, actually, hold up. I got the perfect... I got this. Here we go. I got the perfect way to show you guys what Akir just did.
Yeah.
I just bear with me for a second. Just bear with me.
Yep, I am the bear.
Oh my god, I hate that. It's timestamped.
Charlie Brown.
That's Akir right now.
God damn it, land. Why'd you pull at my feet?
Does he say that?
Yeah.
Is no one gonna react to this?
They're just like, well, I'm like struggling to see what's going on here. I'm just like watching him fucking fall over like he's Charlie Brown. And I'm also like focused on the duppy over here, who I just called gay.
I still have full movement, don't I? Yeah. I'm gonna get up.
So dumb.
And I'm just gonna be facing the raptor, I assume that's hidden, but not really hidden.
I mean, there's
Kinda
still the other one right here. Which, speaking of which, the duppy is gonna float past and actually instigate an attack of opportunity. Be 2d20, and then they're both gonna get a +5. Oh no! Oh, that's not good for him. As he floats past, the raptor, seemingly not realizing what a bad idea this is, lashes out and claws open his gut. And you see this sickly ooze just spray onto the ground and cause large patches of the moss to suddenly just dry up. And the water turns a sickly green, and all of the grass just starts fucking dying near it. And actually, the raptor lets out a shriek. Jesus fucking Christ! Because it like waves one of its arms, and you see that one of its fingers is now, or one of its talons is now completely missing.
Well, that's
He
what
was
happens
gonna
when you try
swipe
biting a
it.
duppy.
And what's it there?
What's
And
a duppy?
That guy?
It
The
looks
ghost?
over and just goes, I am.
Yeah, stupid fuck over there is.
And in the bushes, you see a mist suddenly appear. And then another one on the other side of Iskandir, as another raptor pops out of the
Akir.
woodwork. Yeah, my bad, Akir.
Like, why are you running? Why are you running?
Oh no. Alright, it's Meejo's turn.
All right.
I should just name this stream OSRS, Shanty 2 goes with everything.
Facts.
So he's not our enemy, right? Not in this
No,
combat,
he
right?
definitely is. I'm going to smite him.
He's definitely going to try killing me.
So why does that ghost have such a hate boner for you?
Well, I tried negotiating with him to fuck off, and, you know, he didn't fuck off, and then he got his ass beat, and now he's being a little bitch about it. Ain't that right? I give him the bird as I say all that.
besmirched my honor.
Yeah, fuck you too. Anyways, that's the whole deal.
Ghosts have honor?
Apparently, this one does.
I thought the undead were honorless.
And as it was saying that, oh my fucking god, are you serious? Hold up, I gotta, do I have a wolf token? A wolf token. It's supposed to be
A what token?
a wolf token. I forgot to do his ability when it was his turn.
Oh, yeah.
Did I just use a generic, like, dog.png?
You did.
Oh, it's on my... I type in wolf and I get a fuck ton of spiders.
Wolf spider.
I know, I'm just angry. There we go. He has a dog. As you're insulting him, from the mist that he poured onto the ground, and, some sickly, monstrous, like, zombie dog pops out of the ground. And it howls. And I assume, considering the fact that I just saw Radius appear, that Meejo's about to start cooking with gasoline.
You know what time it is.
It's time.
Is this encounter about to be shattered?
No. It's about to be cooked.
Yes.
Akir, don't worry about this. I'll make sure you're okay. And
Yeah, what?
Meejo is going to conjure like another like little star that shoots out and goes to this position here and just it supernovas. You know what time it is.
Oh.
Akir's gonna have to roll that dex save.
No, Akira's fine. I have sculpt spells.
Oh shit! No! Oh, roll that damage. 30.
It's right there.
Okay, so Duppy's dead. Dead.
Oh.
The dog is dead. What does that
They do have
leave?
to make a dex save, but it is half on a fail. Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
nothing here has over 10 health left.
Oh!
They just fucking, as soon as he says, hold on, I got something, and just fucking a giant beam of light just obliterates everything in front of us.
Well, here's the thing. The Duppy got hit by a full scorching ray at point blank before the encounter started. I didn't expect that roll to actually fucking succeed.
Oh.
Well, you know,
Little
that was pretty funny.
person.
That leaves...
I wanted to
2.
stab the ghost.
Oh, okay, so they take half. Great, that's what, 16?
Half on a success. Yes, a 16.
So, now that there is, it's on fire, Meejo has managed to nullify the invisibility of the fucking dinosaur because it is, you now see an outline of fire as it screams, and it begins to, like, writhe around on the ground.
It lost its advantage.
This one's dead, and it's Joe's turn.
Oh, I mean, I still have my flaming spear.
My bad.
get that ball, let's go!
Get on the ball! Look at this one.
How dead
Picture
can
a
one
little
monster be?
2d6 for you on this one.
What's the DC for that?
He passed, so it's just 4 damage.
If you guys watch the VOD for this, you're gonna see just how fucking destroyed these things got.
It's a Mage of the Black for you.
Okay, Meejo, please roll a dexterity save. With disadvantage.
Disadvantage, probably won't make it. 5.
So as Meejo is just dropped the sun and then smashed a fireball into flaming sphere. As he's doing his Fantasia
Fireball
dance.
and a fireball.
No, a fireball and a flaming sphere. There's a difference. It's a subtle telling difference. But as he's doing his Fantasia dance and causing sparkles to appear over him, suddenly a vine wraps around his ankle and slams him onto the ground. And you take 6 damage and his flaming sphere concentration. It is.
that's fine.
So roll for the concentration. Oh.
That's what that.
Jesus, why are we getting so many 20s and 1s this session?
It's funny, I like it.
And I've only had 1-1.
And with that... No, actually. It is now Joe's turn.
Well, are they both dead or just one? Like, they both looking pretty dead?
They're both... The one on the bottom is... After the sphere rammed into it, there's now a gaping hole in its chest. And you can smell what... It smells like burnt jerky. The one up top is currently writhing around trying to put itself out. As Akir is smiling ear to ear.
No, he's not smelling ear to ear. He's more like, oh, I wanted to kill the ghost. Kill Stealer.
I'm sorry.
I'm going to, whatever one's more dead, I'm just going to take out my crossbow and just shoot it.
That'd be the southwest one.
Alright. I rolled a 21. Does that hit?
Yes, and so Joe expertly aims his crossbow for the first time in his life and manages to shoot
First
into
time, I
its
used to be a Fletcher.
into its open eye socket. And at first, nothing happens. And then the creature completely collapses. About 2 seconds later.
Good kill. Good kill.
That was pretty clean this time around. And for my remaining action, I'm going to walk over to Meejo. Would I be able to use my bonus action to help Meejo out a little bit with these vines?
He's gonna have to roll an athletics check because the vine is actively wrapped around his ankle.
All right. And for my bonus action, I'm going to use that for whenever he makes the athletics check to help him out with the vines around him. All right, that's it for my turn.
All right. Here.
Well, little guy, I guess we just have to bag and tag you. Fun's over. Step to the side so I get advantage. And then... Does a nat 20 hit? For a total of 28. Hold on, I'll roll it. For a total of 10.
It's dead.
Well, it's right in the ground. Just take the Kopesh. Just
You guys think you're still alive?
Then chop off its head. And I go around and start collecting the heads of the dead dinosaurs.
All right.
I'm going to go over and see what's up with the Duppy's body.
As this is going on, that root is still wrapped entirely around Meejo's leg. And please roll perception for Akir.
You will help here.
Are you okay?
I got you,
over there?
Mijo.
Because this
The
fire
land's
is
angry at
still
me.
raging for now.
I'm helping out Mijo over here. It looks like your legs
nat
kind of
Nat 1.
stuck there.
You notice nothing as suddenly... And I need to make sure that I roll this right, so it'd be with advantage. D2, or D20 plus 2. Move him there, where he's supposed to be. Cool. Suddenly, as you bend down to collect the head of one of the monsters, the algae at your feet pops up and punches you directly in the face.
Huh.
Hold up, what's Akir's AC?
18.
8. I'm gonna shit an entire brick. What is the bonus to
medium
slam?
armor.
Welcome to my world.
Okay, no, it's plus 6. It hits. Let me roll that damage. And sorry, what was that? What was that? What was the other thing you said? Bonus to what?
It's plus 2.
It hits for 11 bludgeoning damage and knocks you on the ground. Or no, my bad. You have to roll Constitution, please.
The
Oh, okay.
Swamp Man.
Do paladins have proficiency on con, or am I crazy?
I don't. It's
It was
just a
charisma and something else, wasn't it?
Paladins do not get proficiency in con.
Okay, I was gonna say, for some reason, I noticed something. My thing did not apply any of the proficiencies when I was doing
Yes,
it.
I'm aware. Just remind me occasionally as it happens. But I'm having a similar issue in Ryan's campaign with my character sheets.
Right.
I'm only noticing it on spell DC and some other things, but
Let's see here. 12.
Yeah, it didn't apply proficiency. Is there proficiency on con for... We just said no, right?
No, he said no.
Wait.
No.
Proficiency doesn't add Constitution saves.
They eventually add their charisma to all of their saves at level 6, but
Right. Okay, so it's not that. I'm not there yet. Got it.
Okay,
Oh
so...
wait, that is weird.
Akir is knocked completely flat on his ass.
Oh, another one.
And let me go ahead and add him in the turn order. Where he belongs.
got angry plants.
Oh, hold up, you got shit around your leg that's more angry.
Duppy stats, so it doesn't be able to turn order.
That was a cheap shot.
Angry plants all over.
I'm gonna do spend a spell slot and actually do a reaction.
Okay.
Hellish Rebuke.
What's the save on Hellish Rebuke?
It's gonna be 12. It's not very high, but it's gonna be damage no matter what. Fire.
Okay, so it's a dex save.
Yeah.
So... Alright. You see, like, for a second, a little ember appear, and then it immediately flashes out. Actually, since Meejo and Joe are doing with their thing, roll perception to see if you guys even notice yet that Akir just got knocked on his ass.
The giant algae monster.
Actually, it's only 4 feet tall.
16.
He's bigger than me.
Most chairs are bigger than Meejo. If you go to a bar and someone needs to help him up, he needs a booster seat.
Bring forth the royal step stool.
We love our short kings. So
you skip
do we
over
like
my
see
turn,
anything?
by the
Or...
way?
So you... Sorry?
You skipped over my turn, I'm pretty sure, didn't you?
Yes, it's a prone and stun. So... The stun only lasts 1 turn.
Got it.
But yeah, it's... So you guys notice, but Meejo is still being held down by that plant. And it is coiling into his leg now.
Well, Meejo, I'm really trying to help you out here. I think I need you to put some work in on yourself here for me.
I mean, it's not my turn, is it?
Yes, it
It's
is.
your turn.
Oh, okay. In that case, what's it to break out? Or can I just, like, burn it off?
Actually, yeah, I feel like... Do you have any cantrips that are fire?
Yeah, I mean, I have... Well, I don't actually, but I do have Shocking Grasp, which is specifically melee.
Are you tasing the plant?
Yeah.
Yeah, you shocking grasp it, and it like fucking flails around as it releases you.
Yeah, that works.
Yep, that looks like it works.
And since Joe's helping you up, it won't take your movement to stand up.
But I don't have my bonus action, do I?
No.
Okay. Then the flaming sphere just sits there. And burns the corpses more.
Those charred corpses will know who's they're dealing with.
It's pre-cooked for the feast.
Indeed.
What's the plan here?
Well, I know what my plan is.
Suggestion?
Well, it's not my turn. It's still Meejo's turn.
I know. Oh, that's your... I thought that was what Meejo was casting. I was about to say, I didn't even know you had that spell.
Oh, I mean, like, I had to use my action to burn the, like,
No, you
plant
used your
off.
bonus action.
No, I was about to say,
didn't
didn't you use your... Isn't that cantrip a bonus action?
No.
No, that's my
Wow.
full.
Oh, then my bad. You still have the bonus action then. My bad. That.
Oh, okay. In that
Yeah.
case, then I'll scooch the flaming sphere over here.
It like looks over very confused. And
I
then
mean, it's clearly attacking Akira, right?
yeah. Well, it knocked Akira to the ground and knocked him over. It hasn't moved up to him yet.
Okay.
And now it's Joe's turn. Oh god, I was supposed to watch damage.
Well,
Oh, wait, my bad. I misread the character sheet. Let me fix that real quick.
what?
Nothing.
Uh-oh.
Nothing y'all need to worry about.
Okay, I won't.
Well, he's out of range, so I can't really do anything. So I'm gonna very mildly and very... Oh, I can't even do that. Wait.
Hit him with
Well,
the
you
your
know
gay
what?
vine
Plant-
boom.
Yeah, you're right. No, I'm fucking with you. Let's see what... Oh, yeah, fuck it. You know what? I'm gonna cast 3rd level Shatterer. Like right over here, so it don't hit him. Like in a spot that isn't gonna hit my ally. Cause what's the range on Shatter?
60, I think.
It's 60
target
feet
of
away
point-
from you and then a 10-foot sphere.
10-foot sphere.
Is that 60 feet away from you? Oh, that's the wrong.
Yeah,
Why is it on
it's-
cone? Yeah,
It's
you're right.
within. So it's gonna hit him. So
Yep.
I'll cast it there at 3rd level.
So it hits 14, and then the save port's... Is it con or dex? I don't remember.
Wait, is the 14 the total? Yeah, yeah it is.
And then you're casting it as 3rd level, so roll another D4 or D8.
I think it already added the D8.
Oh, did you set it to...
Uh,
okay, my bad. Then yeah, it's con, right? Yeah, con. That's easy.
Oh, the spell save DC is 14. I don't know why it's saying 13.
Well, so it only takes half of 14.
So 8.
7.
Oh, 7. I don't know what my math's doing today.
Math ain't math.
I'm on math, not math.
But as you do this, you also manage to... The sheer force of the shatter and the amount of, like, debris it blows into the air and water puts out the magical fire that is raging to the side.
Oh, very neat.
You
And then
also
for my
pepper a cure in moss and mud.
And now, get ready for my next magic trick. Wait, is this a bonus action?
No, it's an action.
Okay. Well,
Rocky,
shit.
Rocky, what do we do? Run!
All right. Then as my next magic trick, Joe gets ready. He like claps his hand, rubs them together, and then Shiakazing! He screams as he casts out.
You don't have another action.
No, but I do have something else that I can cast as a bonus action, and
Did
for
it-
my other 3rd level spell slot, because I have 2, and yeah, I'm gonna cast this on Akir. Be healed by 4, my friend.
You said you're casting it as 3rd level. Roll 2 more d4s. It didn't roll them, or at least. Oh wait, yeah, it did. It's you. You get 5
Yeah.
HP.
1d4 plus 3. Wait, no, it only rolled
No.
1.
You only wrote one.
Did it? It
Yeah.
says 1d.
Yeah, it only.
It says 2d4.
No, it says
I'm-
1d4.
If you look at where it
1d4
says
plus
higher level
3.
cast, it's 1 plus 4. So you roll at the very least roll 1 more. We'll add it to the 5. I don't
That
know.
is confusing. Which
Listen,
one is
there-
right?
There's a fucking
Wow,
reason I
for
want
a
to use
gra-
Forge for a grand total of 6 HP.
For a grand total of 5. Oh yeah, 6.
Oh, okay.
Shiakazing! You've been healed by 5! Feel your wounds be less bad! How do you feel, Akir?
Ow.
wait.
Ow.
Very nice. I'm now going to move this way. Wait, did I already move on this turn? No, I did not.
Yes, you did. You were next to Meejo.
No, I moved on my last turn. Oh wait, yeah, I was. Never mind. I'm fucking.
You still have
I'm gaslighting myself. I don't. Oh wait.
you still have
Do I
10
still
feet
have
of
movement?
movement.
5, 10. All right.
So just so I can make it clear, the areas that are like watery are difficult terrain.
Okay.
I probably forgot to say that.
You did, but that's
Yeah.
okay. I just assumed it was all like marsh and hard to walk through. All right,
And-
it's the bad guy's turn. Joe's over. It's Jover.
It's Jover.
It's Jover.
If only you know knew how Jover it is. I'm getting, yep, 60 feet. He can't hit the whole party with this. I need everyone to make an intelligence saving throw.
Intelligence. What do I look like? A diplomat?
6.
Oh no! Oh, how does Meejo manage to never get hit? Okay,
It's an int save. It was my best save.
so Meejo and Joe are stunned for 5 rounds.
I mean,
Oh.
Akira and Joe.
Yeah, Akira and Joe.
I'm
Well,
sorry,
Meejo,
you're
that's all you.
stunned for 5 turns.
Yes,
What the fuck?
That's a lot of turns, but
yeah.
That's out of the combat, basically.
Yeah, this thing is an ambush predator. It has one gimmick, and it is spook, slam, spook. Although it is, I'll let y'all know that that's a once per day thing. So,
wait.
it uses its movement to walk up to Akir and menace him.
Fuck does that mean?
You best pray that 5 turns doesn't pass and I'm still alive. Because I'm a family man and I'll send him to his brother.
Okay, so he just ended his turn there, which is
oh
the
yeah,
burn distance.
go ahead and roll it, and it's dex throw, right?
Yep.
Cool.
That was nearly bad. Are you guys okay? Just no response.
My ass hurts.
I'll kill
Jesus
him.
Christ. There's a pine cone in my toe.
I'll kill him. Kill.
Alright, I'm gonna test whiz saves on him.
Oh, fuck! Told that is actually pretty strong.
Oh, he's already wounded too. So it's more damage, right?
You
Yep.
said it's a whiz save?
Yep.
It's a flat. Jesus Christ, he's not doing bad at all.
Oh, I mean, he fucking made it, but he still takes the 2d6.
Which is 11. And then let me check this. Nope, he does not have anything against that, so that's 11.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So he looks down at Akir, and one of those hits. And he bashes Akir backwards again, doing 7 damage, bludgeoning.
There's no way
However,
to save against this paralyzation, right?
it's a full stun. It's not paralyzation. You're just stunned.
Okay.
The thing I want to say that like every turn you could roll for it, but all of his attacks that do that are clearly labeled as you can repeat the saving throw at the end of each turn. This one just says you are stunned for this many turns.
Hmm.
But it looks at you, and then it looks at Meejo, who just used a spell to make him hurt, and he walk is a very polite way to put it. It's almost like the moss. He's kind of surfing on it, but he's going super slow. And it's Meejo's turn.
Well, I mean, we know it's a flat roll now.
The bell's
Tolling that
tolling.
dead. Tolling that dead.
Oh, he takes the full damage.
Yep. I think I could probably kite him from here. As long as he's not focused on you guys.
8. All right. Pass Joe's turn.
I think doesn't the sphere slam into him?
Are you doing that?
Sorry?
That would cause him
the
to take
sphere
damage.
slam?
The same sphere.
Yeah, that's what the 2d6 was.
Okay.
Well, didn't you roll the damage for the total of the dead? Or it's auto rolled. Okay.
I'm back. What
Alright.
did I miss?
Meejo is chipping away at his health slowly but surely.
Alright, am I
And-
still knocked out?
Yep. Is Meejo moving at all this turn?
I mean, yeah, like it would be away from it, but that'd be off map.
All right. So it is.
Trying to, Mijo is specifically like, oh, you follow me, dingus.
It
trying to get his
is.
attention away from
It's heading towards
party
Meejo,
members.
but it's got a really low movement range. It's
I want the little guy. Money.
I won't eat him.
I won't hurt his leg. He got funny hair.
oh my god. All right, it's Meejo's turn again.
Oh, it's gonna be the same thing.
And then after this turn, they will be on stunned. Jesus. And then are you having the sphere slam into him again?
Yeah.
All right.
It's just the fucking the Fantasia dance on ice over here.
Basically. One more turn and then everyone gets to take a turn. Are you gonna have Meejo move at all? I meant to ask because he is now.
I mean, he's trying to like get this thing away from the party members, so he doesn't just slam them while they're down.
So he fucking surfs up and that was the wrong. There we go. Does before I say the wrong fucking number.
Oh, I mean, yeah, like he was moving. It's
Are you-
just.
Do you want? I mean, we can
happens.
just say that you can just prepare to like move away from him as he gets close.
Okay.
There's no reason to pretend like turns aren't just an abstract anyway. So as he like slowly, menacingly like float surfs towards you, Meejo just steps back like 5 feet, and you can tell he's noticeably pissed that you have just moved by walking backwards out of his range. Did I close the turn order? My bad. And Akir gets his turn back.
Come back here so I can show you what I did to your brother. Gear's gonna dash at him. So let's see here.
Do you want to do a charge?
Yeah, absolutely. Can I charge him?
Suddenly, yes. Roll that shit.
All right. First one,
Hit,
second one,
hit,
third one,
hit.
fourth one.
Jesus! Roll that damage.
2, a 3, a 4.
As this astonishing combo is hit, and Joe starts belting out some Leshek. The monster is rendered into 4 neat pieces. And as soon as you... And Akir does it bottom to top. So he first cuts off about at the knees, and before the monster can start to fall, he comes around with his left Kopesh and slices it at what he assumes to be the hips. Using the momentum from his other hand, he wrenches his body back around and slices it clean through at its shoulder line, and then finally cuts where its neck would be. But as soon as that final hit connects, and it would, where anything else would be a nice 4-piece flambe, it instead just falls back to a pile of algae, and there's nothing about it.
I hate those things.
You just see something float away. Just a small little faint
Stop it.
orb of light float off.
I just
Kill
stopped.
the orb light. I cast Shatter on the Orb of Light.
Do you actually?
I'm actually going to cast Shatter on an Orb of Light.
Can I try and stomp it?
The orb is in the
yeah.
air. Roll a D100.
RNGesus, bless my
Roll
heart.
2 D100s.
RNGesus, bless my fate. Amen. 69, nice.
No, I see a 2 there.
Yeah,
Did
you
not
said
say
2
nice.
D100.
Yes. It was with disadvantage.
Yes, but look, it totaled out at 69.
No.
That's why I said nice.
Oh, that okay. I thought you were arguing with what the result was. I was about to say no, it's a 2.
That means more game to play. So yes, nice.
You cast Shatter at it, and you suddenly feel in your soul that was a really bad idea, and then it passes. You think, but you have killed 4 mutant raptors, and the duppy, while not leaving a traditional corpse, there is a pile of rags, and as it died to the talons, there is still the majority of its body there. It is rapidly decomposing, though, and killing the ground underneath it as it does so.
So what happened?
Hate those things. Bog monsters. They always try to sneak up on you and paralyze you.
Well, this
So what's up with
place
the-
clearly has a big undead issue.
Very much so.
Yeah, that's been happening recently. I saw what's with that one T-Rex I saw.
Wait. Oh shit. We should probably run.
What do you mean? If we get to fight that, it'll be extra fun. And maybe this time you won't blow it up. Or, take away its advantage. I wanted to
Maybe.
give those raptors a chance,
This is what you hear in the
Well.
distance.
What do we hear in the distance? I don't.
Look in general.
I know. Which one are we? 1964 or are we thinking 2000?
2000s.
Or maybe
A
2021?
Specifically Godzilla versus Mega. Fuck. Anthony, you know
Godzilla
more about
Kingdom.
obscure Japanese media?
Which one?
The
Godzilla
Megazord.
versus
Megaguirus?
Mechagearus?
Yeah, Mechagearus, my B. I'm so glad this is streamed, so anyone watching VOD can hear me fail to pronounce names of monsters from shows I actually watch.
Or is it Mechagodzilla?
It is the one at 4 minutes and 10 seconds. Anyway, please add to your inventory
Oh, Mechagearus.
6 haunches of mutant raptor meat, 4 mutant raptor skulls.
Yep.
Anything else that Akira's gonna take, considering he likes to take trophies?
Let's see here. 6.
Oh, what did the guppy drop?
Mutant.
Just a pile of
Raptor
rags that you feel sick just holding.
I don't say shit to him. I mean, he was pretty disgusting to begin with.
Let's see. Why is it doing that? I hate that.
Well, guys, I think this is a pretty eventful little night, and we've got a lot of food here. But I feel like we are definitely fucked if we stay in this area for longer than 3
What do you
minutes.
mean? Killing the T-Rex would be so much fun.
For you. For me, I'm just gonna die as soon as it shows up.
I'm so not. Oh, you're probably.
I mean-
oh, I was hoping you were.
I mean, if you want to. No, listen. I have an idea. Hear me out. Are there like any bushes nearby?
Oh no, you burned all of those.
Or like dirt holes? Like hiding spots?
I mean, yes and no. Like, there's all of these little. I'll reveal the whole map, but there's all these little alcoves of like just deeper water, but there's not really like flat ground anywhere.
Oh,
It's
that means
all
there's
kinda
good places
marsh.
to hide.
Hey Mason,
I can
honest
cover
question.
myself in some marsh.
What are the chances that Kiddo's already had an altercation with this T-Rex?
Yes.
I'm gonna hide in this marsh over in this general area over here.
Okay, you pansies, will go. We already have a good couple kills. But
Well, I
they
mean, I'm not
swear-
saying we can't kill the T-Rex. I'm just saying I want to hide in the marsh before it shows up so I can avoid
I want to
having
kill
to
the
die to
T-Rex.
it.
Don't get me wrong, but that would be derelict in my duty of protecting Atticus and getting to him.
That's true. You think the
As-
if we kill the T-Rex though, do you think
as
they'll give
much
us
As I
recognition?
really want.
I'm just saying out loud here, right?
I also
So,
should
the
mention I
T-Rex
took
has
one
been-
of its eyes.
I think we have a good chance. I think we can take them. I can take out the other eye like this. Yeah, I do like a gesture of magic. I'm like, well, I could do one of these, and then it won't see us.
It's probably regenerated by now.
Are you guys
Well,
being dead ass
yeah, I-
right now?
I feel like Mason just heard. I feel like we can probably take him, and it would just like got the fucking like nervous face, nervous Pepe.
Well, no, Akira is agreeing with the party, realizing that A, he should probably go find Atticus sooner rather than later, and B, this fight's gonna take a while. He'll come back. He'll come back.
Yep, let's run. Let's get out. As I hear like footsteps coming.
Okay, come on, boys.
Oh, it's
Let's
this
move.
bastard again.
Let's
What
just
do you mean
walk away
footsteps are coming?
slowly.
Ooh.
Like,
Oh, no,
don't turn
no,
around
no.
and run.
That whole
Let's just-
vision based on movement thing is a myth. He can see us clearly.
No, I mean he's got that predator instinct. So if you walk away backwards slowly, it won't
Oh,
chase
no,
after
it's
us.
not a predator. I'm pretty sure it's sentient. Because it has a
Oh, it's-
grudge against me.
You suddenly see a mist rolling in from the jungle and hear very loud footsteps.
Yeah, he definitely has a grudge. I think I took one of his eyes, so.
That would be fair.
Or maybe he's upset because I thought his brain was the size of a walnut.
So as y'all make a tactical withdrawal back to the lovely barracks with all of your stuff, you, as soon as you come close to the bunkhouse, Darren runs out and goes, of course, I never doubted you for a second, friends.
Darren, how are you
That's
doing, friend? I come in for an embrace.
I'm doing great. And you notice behind
There
him
you
there
are.
is this 9.5-foot tall lizard man with like a 3-foot long neck, and both of its arms. And Akira recognizes him. I'll actually let me just go ahead and put that real quick. You don't know his name because he has not told you. He doing a pretty good job blending into the environment behind him, by just sheer size and the shadow he's casting on everyone. He just looks down and goes, "Huh.
You. How are you? Double there?
I'm surprised.
What?
Are those the mutant raptors that we've been
Oh yeah, here you go.
excuse my
Wasn't
lack
even a
of
problem. Can I get that contract thing filled out now so I can go to the city and find Atticus?
You'll have
I
to
really need it done.
dude. He immediately he walks over to Meejo.
You think
and
3 quest boards will be enough, right?
he gets all the way down like in a full squat, and he just looks down at Meejo and he's like, Can I like speak to you privately for a second, please?
Is it like a big importance?
Just a minor request, all things considered.
Do you want to take the monster meat first?
He quite literally, very gently just picks up Meejo and walks like 10 feet away. He's like, no
sorry.
offense, chum. I just do not. You know, I'm getting up there in age, and squatting down hurts. I prefer to talk to people on my eye level. And as he's walking away, Darren just looks both horrified and relieved. And he pulls out a coin purse of 50 gold coins and tosses it to Akir.
1, 2, 3. Oh, that's gonna be a pain in the ass to break up.
Yeah, you just take majority, man. You did most of the work.
Oh, most kind. Here you go. 10 gold for you.
And as this is going on, which his grasp is surprisingly light, considering his talons are like 6 inches long on his hands, and he just goes, Can you please, like, you guys are supposedly some diplomatic bodyguards or something, or mercenaries. Can you just say he's with you?
Who, Meejo or him?
Or he's saying
Or they
this to
point at him
Meejo.
As Akir?
No, the
okay. Sorry, I was confused.
the lizard man is saying this to Meejo while walking away from the other two.
I mean, I don't see the problem in that. He's helped us out.
Okay, thank you. It's all of a sudden since he's came, I'm not saying it's his fault, but we've had dinosaur attacks basically 4 times as much as we're used to, and even a T-Rex the other day, which he insulted and threw a spear at. And then I think it casted magic.
Yeah, about that. I think there might be something touching those dinos with a little bit of necromancy out there.
Well, the woods have been quite funny since the tides. As long as you can agree to ferry him out of here, I'll put in a good word and request that the harbor master send him along with you. He's quite the experienced hunter. I just cannot have him here hunting everything. Also, he's kind of interrupting the peace. I like my peace and quiet.
I mean, we don't control his footsteps.
Yes,
I'll
but
ask.
You're a mage of the black, I assume. You're wearing the ceremonial robes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just shot in the dark. You've had some pretty fun adventures on the way here. I think you'll keep him entertained.
I'll try.
Thanks, friend. Oh, by the way, my name is Aphis.
Oh, Aphis. Meejo.
He accidentally almost drops you as he goes to like cut a little salute, and he fumbles and catches. He's like, "I'm sorry, muscle memory."
Oh, it's okay. I'm used to dropping.
And then he gently sets Meejo down, and motions to like walk back to the rest of the party.
Just like whisper over to Joe. Change of plans. Looks like this guy's part of our party now.
Well, I mean, he's a living slice and dice machine, so I mean, this guy is pretty good. I mean, I don't see any problems with bringing him along.
Yeah, I would not call myself part of your party. I'm merely looking for my friend Atticus.
So at this point, Darren like walks over.
Can you get me in?
And puts his hands on Joe and Akir's shoulder and like gently pushes you two together. It's like, you guys would make a great team.
I cast suggest and I tell him to never. I suggest that you don't do that ever again.
he immediately backs and goes, "Oh, sorry, don't mean to overstep my bounds, friends. I just."
Oh, Derek. You're like a brother to me. As I come in and just grab him.
It's real funny. I don't know my family.
Hey, Derek.
I've never met my brothers.
Hey, that's funny.
Derek.
Mine's dead.
Dear
Joe
God.
looks over at Derek. You're a little
Forrest,
pissed,
preserve
right?
me.
Hey, Derek.
What's that, the god?
You know, I really would love to bring along your blood brother, your bonded brother with you, but I don't want to dearly part him away without some sort of compensation.
No. So
you know,
it's fine. You know, the bird's got to leave the nest sometimes, and plus he does have to go. He has a contract to help some.
Derek, can you lean over a little bit? Like, come here. I lean in.
Yes,
he
leans in.
Give me 50 gold, and I will take them.
Why are you extorting me?
Why the fuck are you forcing a stranger on us?
Just leans in. Why am I being sold?
You're not being sold. Calm down.
Well, you're asking for gold from me. I mean, if you want my services, you'll have to wait.
Well, exactly. You're a high value man. I need money to pay you later on, don't I?
Also, Derek.
Darren
on
has
you.
another coin purse already in his hand, just handing it to you.
All right, I'll
just-
take it.
This
Kira's
this
just
is so
like-
he can be rightfully compensated for his work, and he like does a little fist pump with it.
Akira just pulls in Darren a little bit closer and just says, Darren, I'm not a fool. Shame on you. Don't worry. I won't forget your face. That's what I'm
Puts the money in his pocket and leaves a little smile as he gets ready to chill by the door while he waits for the rest of the party to figure out what they want to do here.
Ah, silly locals. To think I solve all their problems and they want me gone. Oh, well.
Honestly. I mean, with enough time, you could have honestly taken out the T-Rex.
Oh,
Simple, dude, just simple hunting tactics. Do some damage, harass it until it's exhausted, and then eventually, when the time is right, when it's exhausted and can't do anything about us, we just finish it off.
I wonder if
I
my
have
log
heard
trap
that-
got it.
I
Maybe
have
that's
heard
why it's
that's-
upset. Did you see a log in its flank?
I didn't catch it, but I did hear its footsteps subtly.
I said
I
if the
recall
log
it from
was in
last time.
vines, into like a spike, so that would like swing into it.
That'd be a good one. I could put a glyph of ward on a rock and have it explode its leg.
Oh no! Magic makes it too easy.
Too easy? You're right. We can set
Or-
up spike traps or bamboo shoots off in the ground if we can find any.
All right,
What's
boys.
bamboo?
It is past 1 a.m. I did not expect this session to take almost 4 hours. I want to say we're coming up on 4 hours.
No, we gotta go longer. We gotta go.
No,
till-
I don't have anything else prepared.
We gotta go
this-
to.
That's fair.
No,
We
I
can at
don't-
least get to the city, can't we?
No.
Yeah.
Do you remember the introduction
give
for the
us-
city last campaign? I have to rewrite that.
Just give us like 20 more dinosaurs, and we can kill them.
Bro, dude, straight up, hear me out here, right? Dinosaur Horde event.
The klaxons just start blaring.
Have you been reading Warhammer books lately or something?
What? Who?
No one. I listen. I'm not a reader of books very often, but I've never seen the word klaxon until I started reading 40k novels.
Oh no, it's just a type of alarm.
I
It's the
know.
one that goes wow. Wow.
I know, but you never hear that word specifically. Most people use generic alarm.
I learned that one's from one of the D&D modules, actually.
Nice. But yeah.
Not from 40K, but
So what I need to say before we all hop off, because this is streamed, and we are doing every other Saturday. That's the current plan, 9
Yeah.
p.m.
Sounds like the plan to me.
should work for me.
Sounds good for me.
Yep. So
I'll be a little late each session though, but don't worry
yeah,
about that.
I'm
Just-
probably, like I said, I don't mind the half an hour late because life. So I 9:30 probably would be a better. I'm not planning on all of these being 4-hour epics. I'm gonna be real. This was originally 2 separate sessions, and
I
then
can tell.
And then I went, wait a minute, this combat counter doesn't fucking make any sense. Let's just get rid of it, and let's just make this one longer session.
His life.
4 hours of fun is what you mean.
Yes,
Exactly.
the problem is the combat encounter was mostly focused on a player who was not with us, or wow, I shouldn't say it like that. Sounds like she died. Who isn't in the campaign anymore.
What do you mean? They did die. They fell overboard, remember?
No, she's alive.
I don't know if you want to talk about that on stream, but I actually
No,
want to
no,
talk
I'm-
about that.
Just long story short,
I
she's not in the campaign
I know,
anymore. She's,
Didn't wanna play
I
anymore.
mean, because of how much of the campaign was originally written around the original characters, she's still going to be kept in the player list. Because if it kind of sucks, because we, out of the, I want to say this is almost session 9. I haven't been keeping track of numbering it, but this is either 8 or 9, and so like, there are 3 sessions of like prime cut ham that just aren't there anymore, which sucks. So. Yeah, I at least
buy
want to.
mercenaries.
I at least want to cut the stream with an actual ending instead of just bye, I'm going to bed. So,
All right.
hold
Yeah,
up,
you
I
could
got
just
to
go to
do our,
go to
I got to
bed.
do our trademark thing.
Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Just fucking convulse that.
This is a stream.
Sorry, I have to drown out Ryan real quick.
Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe.